Hello. Hi everybody. How's it going? How we doing? It's anniversary day. Let's go. Sorry, the music was like loud in my ears. I was like, what? Hi Astra, how are you? Happy anniversary. Hi Ash. Wolfie. Hi Wolfie. Hi Changeling. I'm doing pretty good. I've just been trying to focus on preparing for the anniversary stream all day and then continuously getting distracted and then being like, no, I gotta do stuff. That's been my day. Driving right now, we'll say hello once time. Oh, hi Riaz. I hope you have a safe drive home. It's okay, you can just listen to us in your ears. Oh, also hello Punk. Hi everybody. Oh, I feel like I need to be inched slightly over to this side. There we go. That's better. Anyway, how's everyone been? I feel like I haven't streamed in a while. This is what happens when I have my stream on Tuesday instead of Monday. It feels like 5,000 years since I last streamed. I've also been like weirdly nervous for the anniversary stream. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna show them things. I hope they like it. I think I'm nervous to show off my new model art because it's not done. And I'm also like, what if people don't like it? But it'll be fun. We'll have fun. I hope you enjoy. It does feel like a while. I know. It feels weirdly longer than usual. So hi Sleepy Cat Life. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Oh, I was so busy I forgot to think of stuff to say in the just chatting section. I was like, what have I done this past week? I went to work and then I worked on the anniversary stream. That's all I've done. Paris that thought your art is amazing. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. I guess I'm just weird because stylistically some things look a bit different, but also I keep trying to render the like white puffy shirt on the new model, and every time I do it I'm like, no, I don't like it. I do it again, I'm like, no, I don't like it. I think that's part of the reason it's been taking so long. I don't like how I render the puffy shirt. I'm like, it has to be better than how I rendered it on this shirt. And then it keeps not being better. I think there's like 10 different versions of it in the file, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. Anti-Punkagent, aw. Hope y'all having a good day. I am. I think we are. Yeah. I hope everyone is. Of course we'll like it. Oh, thank you, Ash. I'm excited for it. It will take a while to completely finish the model. But maybe we can do some rigging streams, maybe? I don't know. I need to get back into live 2D. I need to rewatch a bunch of tutorials. But then once I get back into it, maybe we could do some rigging streams. That could be fun. Sleepy Cat is Tamersalt? Okay, hello! Excuse me, I do cough. But thank you for joining us. I hope you're all having a good day. Oh yes, rigging streams sound fun. I hope so. It might be a lot of me sitting there silently, just very slightly messing with things and being like, does it look better slightly to the left or slightly to the right? Slightly to the left, slightly to the right. It's like when you go to the eye doctor and they flip, you're looking at the thing and they're like, okay, which one looks better? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? And it's like not different at all. That's what it's gonna be. All sounds awesome here. Nice, nice. Oh, I changed my name a while ago. I followed around when you got 50 followers. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a while then. Nice to see you though. Thanks for stopping on in. Hold on. I hear my dog outside the door. Does she want to come in or is she just walking around? Well, if she starts whining, I'll let her in. And yeah, put some music on and we'll chill while you rig. Yeah! I can subject you to my music tastes. I've been really into Will Wood recently. And if you've never heard Will Wood, he sounds like he's going insane in all of his songs, and I'm into that. So it'll be fun. Rendering streams sounds fun. Yee. And we could at least do like drawing streams as well. I think I'll be more productive if I do drawing streams because I feel like I haven't drawn much in a while. I think I've been trying to focus on drawing the new model art, and then I keep not getting very far in it because I'm like, oh, this isn't perfect. Oh, this isn't perfect. And I keep redoing things. But I need to just draw some other art. Just get some other art out there while I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm happy to run a recommendation strong stream here too if you want. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. Yeah, that'd be fun. I think, I don't know, the first time we do it, I might do my own music, but then in the future, maybe we could do some ones where people recommend music too, because those are fun. I like it when people do it in Breeze stream. I've found some new music that way. It's very fun. I'm here for co-working task streams. Nice, nice. I think it'd be fun. Yeah. I gotta figure out where to put my microphone though. Because right now my microphone, it's on like an arm, and the arm kind of goes in front of my Cintiq. So if I want to draw on the Cintiq, I have to like completely rearrange where the microphone goes. I think when I did my test art streams back at when I first started streaming, I basically just turned the microphone upside down and put it above the Cintiq. I don't know if that's the best way to angle the microphone, but you know, it worked. You might hear my taps on the screen, but it'll be fine. Mood for sure, ditto asked when it comes to model work. I know. I'm like, I want to make a nice second model so I can use that model for a long time and make new outfits for it. But now I'm like, I think being overly perfectionist about it. I'm like, ooh, I gotta add in this and this and this so then I can make it move even more and blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, you just gotta focus on making this one model and then we can improve it in the future. Hi, happy anniversary, Esther. Hi, Arrow. Welcome on in. Thank you, thank you. I'm very excited to be celebrating 1 year of streaming. That's a very weird thing to think about. It doesn't feel like I've been streaming that long, but I guess I have. So sometimes I retry on a drawing so much I stop out of frustration. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that's been really slowing me down and making my new model. I'm just being too perfectionist about it. I'm like, I just gotta do something. And then if I really don't like it, I can improve it. I can improve it in the future. That's my plan for Aster 2.0. Once I make it, then I can keep improving on the rigging a little bit here and there whenever I want. I was planning to do that with this model, and then before I even debuted, I was like, I want to remake it. And now here we are a year later, and I'm still using this model. So we'll see how it goes. I just gotta find the motivation, or I guess the discipline. That's more important than motivation. An awesome year, around 10 to 11 months in my case. Yeah, thank you. Honestly, guys, I'm kind of amazed that so many people like watch me regularly. It makes me really happy that I have like regulars and stuff. I really didn't think I would have people who would regularly show up. So thank you, everybody. Regardless of how often you show up, it's been really great. As a friend says, usable comes first, perfection can come later. Exactly, exactly. Excuse me, I had to cough a bit. But yeah, being too perfectionist about things is just gonna stop you from ever finishing something. It's because you're awesome, Aster. Oh, you. Thanks, Ash. I appreciate it. Discipline is more important than motivation. I need that on my wall. Yeah. Me too. I gotta remember, I think, oh my god, I can't talk. There's like this advice that's like, you should give yourself just like a very small goal for each day, like each time you work on the model. Like it can be the smallest thing, just like draw one line, but at least that one line is one line closer to being done. And then if you can do that one line, a lot of times it motivates you to work on it more. But that's what I gotta do, just a little bit. Just a little bit each day. Perfectionism is my worst enemy. Me too. Well, if you want to team up, beat up perfectionism together. Esther is amazing, #1 space gremlin. Well, coming from a fellow gremlin, that means a lot. Thanks, Errol. You fellow gremlin. Ash isn't being a shit. Who is this imposter? I can be nice. Ash can be nice as a little treat. Welcome back, Riez. Congrats on the driving. Let's go, we'll crush it. Hell yeah. Did the music stop? I put on a... I imported in my playlist of things. Oh. There's the music. Thanks, Riez. Thanks for finding the music. Oh, now it's starting more music. It's not the same song, is it? No, I don't think so. Okay. I had to like re-download VLC on my PC so I could put in multiple songs at once. But it kept telling me like, we can't find these songs. I'm like, I literally just put them in. Nobody told Riez what Bree did. Oh, Riez, that's right. That's right. Is it just me or is the music more crisp and clear? Is it? It might be on my PC. I think many things have become much more crisp and clear on the PC. But yeah, Riez, I'm here to tell I'm free on you. To you. When we were playing Cult of the Lamb, Bree came up to me and was like, "Tee-hee, we should make Riez eat poop." So she made you eat poop. You didn't throw up though, you have a very strong stomach. But she was naughty. The music is already back. We didn't need more music. Speaking of the model, Esther could be worse. You could have made a models a shitpost joke and rated it better than the regular models. Ooh. Did that happen to somebody? Oh no. Alright then, noted. You take that to her. I think, doesn't she have a stream tomorrow? There you go. You can tell her you know what she did. Yes, it did. Oh. Oh my goodness. And it gets funnier every time she makes a new model? Who is this? Well, you know, every time you break a model, you get better at it, so I guess it would make sense. Damn, who did that? Mally? I was gonna say, was that Mally? That from the impression you guys give me of her, it sounds like something she'd do. That's so funny. Maybe I should just make like a really small, shitty mini model to get back into rigging. That could be fun. Oh, Automa didn't like you saying ho. Here you go, you can say it. I give you permission. Her cat girl old model is super expressive. PNG tuber, come on Automa, make it wiggle. A wiggly PNG tuber? That could be fun. But yeah, wiggle PNG. Ugh. I felt like I was gonna say something else and I forgot. That's the story of my life. Anyway, I don't know if I had anything else to say. We should probably get to the concept art. I mean, you could just make a wiggler. A wiggler? Is that a thing? You mean like that little emote? Is that emote a wiggler? Is that what you're telling me? We could make a wiggle emote. Actually, you can make emotes in VTube or Live 2D. Make little animated emotes. I've been meaning to try it. It's obviously a lot more work than just a static PNG. But maybe one day we'll try it. It's an avatar thing CC people use. Oh, isn't the Wiggler a Mario enemy? I think it is. That makes sense. That sounds familiar. Yeah, because I think in the new Mario Party, there's that forest stage that has the giant wiggler you can walk on. Sometimes, yes, Errol. Sometimes, yes. Sorry, I keep having to cough. But anyway, I think maybe we should go over here. And then I can set up to show you the concept art. We can get... Okay, I gotta move over more. Move over. There we go. I'm gonna move me up a little bit. No, perfectionism is the enemy. Stop it. Okay. The Wriggler sounds like a Batman villain. It does. It does. You think he teams up with like the Penguin sometimes? That sounds like something that would happen in Batman. Time for Aster art. Yay! I have approximate knowledge of like 2 things. Congrats. We're very proud of you for those 2 things that you have approximate knowledge of, Errol. Okay. I set this up before stream, so it better show up the way I want it to. Let me see. There we go. Also, I decided to use, for the background of this first slide, I was like, let me use my background image, and then I realized it's the exact same as this overlay background image, so it kind of just looks like there's no other image there, just words. But it's fine. It's fun bullying Ash and Mally's chat. That does sound like it'd be a fun thing to do. Perfectionism when I get you. Exactly. Exactly. Do I need to move my mic? No, it's fine. Perfectionism is the enemy. Let's just go. Alright. Let me bring up my notes for this. So I have this nice little PowerPoint for you. It's like 45 slides long. So it's gonna take a while. But that's fine. We're gonna go over... I'm gonna show you a bunch of concept art and concept notes. And design ideas for when I was designing Aster. Which is my model right here, in case you didn't know. I forgot what else I was gonna say. I feel like I needed to say something before we go to the next slide. That's the wrong thing. Oh yes, okay. So, before we start with Aster though, I have to, oh, also I made my, oh, it went too far! Before we get to Aster, I have to show you the model I came up with before Aster. The design that I had before I came up with Aster. And that is a character that we're going to be calling Wisp. Also, I made my mouse really big so you could see it so I could point to things. But anyway, Super Mario Sunshine? Play Mario Sunshine? Why are we talking about Super Mario Sunshine? I do like Super Mario Sunshine though. And you can play it on the Wii, so maybe I could hook it up and play it. But anyway, we're talking about concept art. I remember them. Yeah, so originally this character, their name wasn't Wisp at first. It was just Asona for me. Because in case you didn't know, my art persona is E.T. the Nerdling. So this was supposed to be me. It's on Switch now? Oh, okay. That's why we're talking about it. But yeah, this is Wisp. They are a ghost. I think they're technically a space ghost. But the ghost part's the important part. Yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys have heard about the Mystery Skulls animated music videos, but they're these really cool music videos for Mystery Skulls music. And I really, really like them. And there's this character in them named Lewis, and he's a ghost. You can see he's kind of like a skeleton ghost. And I love this design. This is an amazing design. I wish I made it myself. It's so cool. Mystery Skulls is so dope. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go space ghost, coast to coast. Oh, also, I forgot to say, you guys can ask questions whenever you want. If it's something that'll be answered on a later slide, I'll just tell you it'll pop up eventually. But feel free to ask questions. Their hair looks yankable. Are you talking about Lewis or Wisp? Wisp does kind of have yankable hair. But yeah, I really, really like Lewis's design. So I got inspired and started making like my own kind of ghosty design. So here's some of the concept art that I drew on the back of something else. You can kind of see the words through it. I don't even know what that paper was. But you can see, here, let me grab my mouse. You can see up on this design up here. I did kind of start off making her look like a skull sort of character. Design is cool. Wisp. Why did you doodle on your tax forms? It's not a tax form. I don't remember what paper it was. But I started designing Wisp when I was in Japan, just so you know. Also, I started designing Wisp before I knew what VTubers were. So she wasn't originally a VTuber idea, she was an OC, and then she became my Sona. Concept sketches, Aster Art Book, when? Aster Art Book, never. Oh man. Aster, happy anniversary, your sketches are so cute. Hi Aaron, thank you, thank you. 90s backwards hat? Hell yeah, we gotta look like a cool kid with our backwards hat. But yeah, originally I started drawing her with kind of like a skull-shaped head. I was like, no, I don't like that at all. So then I made her more of like, just kind of a blob. You know, sometimes where characters have like their whole face in shadow and you just see their eyes. That was kind of the idea. And then if she took off her hat, she'd have the little like tendrils. There's a bajillion notes down here. I don't even know. I can't read them. I guess I kind of can. They don't say anything important. Love classic Aster art. Oh, hi, Barry! Welcome on in. We're going over concept art, and we're starting with the character I had before Aster. You should know old animations. Show old animations because they're insanely cool. Which old animations? Oh my god, are you talking about back in like school? Oh my god. Those are so long ago. Maybe I'll show them one day. Japanese tax forms? This wasn't a tax form. But anyway, yeah. I have more. Here we go. I was doing head angles. After I came back from Japan is when I learned about VTubers. And then I was like, maybe I can take Wisp and turn her into a VTuber. The idea with her in my head was like, you know how Gorillaz is a band where it's portrayed with like 2D animated characters? In my mind, I was like, if I'm ever in a band like that, where everyone's portrayed with 2D animated characters, this would be my Sona. That would be me. Was I ever planning to join a band like that? Absolutely not, but we can all daydream in our heads. So that was the idea with her. And then I was like, why not make her a VTuber? Your mixed media animation lives in my mind rent-free. Oh. Thank you, that was fun to make. I miss having a down shooter, so I could do stuff like that. But maybe I'll show it one day. I love that band. I only know a couple Gorillaz songs, but they're pretty cool. I like the concept a lot. And there's some neat animations. Show your senior thesis, I miss it. The senior thesis that was... Oh man, I don't think I ever fully posted my senior thesis because I didn't think it was very well done. And the audio was off, even though I spent so long on the audio. But anyway, yes, Aster, I've heard of this legendary senior thesis. Okay, maybe I'll show it one day. We'll see. Oh, and this was also like a tiny little doodle of her, maybe as human, but I didn't like it, but I just put it in there so you could see it. It was amazing. That's why we need it. I don't think it was very good, but maybe I'll show it someday. But it doesn't have anything to do with Wisp. And then, let me see what was next. Oh yeah, and then I was trying to figure out what colors to do for her. Because you can see back on this page, she was just kind of like all in shadow, and then her eyes were also like black, the sclera was. But I'm like, a black sclera on like black skin isn't really gonna stand out. So I'm like, okay, we have to change the colors. So I guess I pretty quickly went with like a dark blue and then the cyan color because I like cyan. Blue is my favorite color and cyan is my favorite shade of blue, in case you couldn't tell by my whole branding. But yeah, I think I put her in like all blue and I was like, that's too much blue. So then I started trying purple. I was like, purple looks cool. And then I focused on the purple, added some yellow. I tried some red too, but I think the yellow looked the best. The purple is interesting. Yeah, I think it works okay with the blue. I think blue on blue is too much blue. On blue da ba dee da ba die. And then I guess I experimented a little with the other colors on her, which don't look bad either. But I think the blue was the best. Did I have notes? I wrote down notes and then I forgot to look at them. What else do I have to say? Oh yeah, when I first came up with her, she wasn't really a space ghost at first, but when I was trying to like color her tentacle hair, I was like, it needs some interest on it, so I used like a star brush on it. I was like, wow, now it looks like she's got stars on her. Maybe she can just be a space ghost. And then she became a space ghost. There was a lot of thought put into that, you can tell. But yeah, what's on this next page? You can see I even got as far as like starting to make the model. Here's her all chopped up into bits and pieces. It's okay, she's still alive, she's a ghost. Well, I guess she's dead, because she's a ghost. But, you know, it doesn't hurt her to be cut up like that. The big cap carried over? Yes, I do love hats. I have a collection of at least 40 hats in my closet. So my model was always gonna have a hat. That's just a fact. We're always gonna have a hat. She's used to the whole being dead thing. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I started cutting her up. And I think I was planning to like go back and shade it some more. But oh. Alright, I guess I don't have a hat anymore. I lied. Thanks, Ash. Asked her to top hat? That might happen someday. There are many hats that exist. And I'll probably have one of each one eventually. 10 years from now. On my 10th anniversary. Esther's like Clark Kent in real life. I can't recognize her without it. Okay, that's actually a true story. One time, I went into the cafeteria at school for like lunch or dinner or something, and I think I had just taken a shower, so I didn't have my hat on because my hair was still wet. I walk up to my friends. They didn't recognize me at first because I wasn't wearing a hat. They're like, oh shit, Esther, is that you? Fedora? Maybe. I don't know what else would go with the fedora. Maybe like a suit, but I feel like a suit would also go with that top hat. Fedora hat Aster can be Detective Aster? I guess, I was gonna say, isn't there a different type of hat that's associated with detectives? Isn't it like the flap hat? I don't know. I like couldn't see you without your hat on. That was so funny. Both of us, to be honest. Yeah. Deer hat. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. I think that's what it is. Ugh. But yeah, I got all the way as far as like cutting her up into a model. But I think eventually I got to the point where I was like, I don't know how to rig certain things. Like I wanted her hair to kind of like always be like slightly waving, and I wasn't trying to rig that. And then I was also starting to get to the point where I kind of wanted a model that was going to be more like customizable and a bit more humanoid. Because I think I'd see people do like new outfit streams. I was like, ooh, I don't know how easy it'd be to like give her new hair and new outfits and stuff. And I was just not vibing with her as much as I was before. I wanted something a little more customizable. I still really like her though. I'll still use her for something someday, probably. She's still my OC. Is this... Okay, this is just going back to her, so you can see her more. I love the 1950s detective outfit with trench coat and fedora. Ooh. That is a cool fit. That is a cool idea. Oh no, I have too many outfit ideas. Well, 1900s, I forget the correct decade. It's older times, who knows? In the older times. 1920s Nora Ash. Wisp could be your horror games avatar. That could be cool. Yeah, I don't know what I'd use her for. Like I said, if I ever do join a 2D band, she can still represent me. You know, the thing that'll definitely happen someday. A deer stalker. Oh, that does sound familiar. Let me see. Deer stalker. Yes, that kind of hat. I don't know, but I could have an outfit that has like multiple different hats. We could switch between them. But yes, that is Wisp. That is the idea I had before I came up with Aster. Let me see, what's the next one? Actually, I have a thing that tells me what the next slide is. Okay. Before I start showing you concept art for Aster, I'm gonna show you some of the inspirations / references that I used. Now, some of these are like very much full-on inspirations, and other ones are things that I just put on a list in case I needed to reference them, usually for something specific, maybe like their hat or their cloak or something like that, you know? So some of them are inspirations, some of them are just like references. Because some of them I wasn't like super inspired by, it's just like this one thing. So the first one I'll show you is a song called Wonderland in the Sheep Song. This is a Vocaloid song by Hachi, who's also known as Kenshi Yonezu. That's his real name. He is my favorite musical artist of all time. He also has some really cool drawn art. This was not drawn by him. It was animated by someone else. But I love this song, and I love the art in it and the design of the characters. So this character features in it. They're like the main character of the music video. I don't think they have a name. Don't even know if they have a specified gender, but they are gender. Also, sorry if the pictures are a little blurry. It's hard to find like a high quality version of the music video. It is from like over 10 years ago. But yes, I love this character. I love the vibe. I think the biggest inspiration you could see is maybe like the hat for me, but actually just like the overall vibes as well. The shorts, the androgyny. And there are these two other characters that show up in the music video as well. They're like in cloaks. So I think they kind of had some inspiration there as well. But yeah, that's definitely one of the bigger inspirations. I love this song. I listen to it all the time. I can play it for you guys when we do an art stream and I play my music. That'll be fun. Oh, sorry, I needed to reset the rigging. I felt like I kept looking down when I was not looking down. Alright, and then as for the next one... Okay, I think the next ones are more like specific references for things, rather than like full-on inspiration. So this next one is Shoto, which I wrote down as that one VTuber guy, because I didn't really watch him, I just knew of him, and I was like, I need reference for how to like draw and rig short VTuber hair, because a lot of the VTubers that I knew were like female VTubers with long hair. It's very hard to find a female VTuber who has very short hair. But I was like, you know what? He kind of has hair similar to what I'm going to a little bit. So I would like sit there staring at videos of him and watching his head turn. I'm like, that's how they rig the hair. And you know what? I've still been doing it when drawing my new model, because I'm like, how should I split up each piece of hair? How should I separate everything? So, yeah, I haven't seen a lot of him. but I pull him up every once in a while to stare at his hair. That's what I do. Very smart. Yeah. That's a lot of things I did where I'd be like, what VTuber has this one specific thing that I'm trying to rig? And I'd go find them. Let's see, what's the next one? Oh yeah. This one is on the list. I should mention this list I wrote like a long time ago before I was drawing Aster. And then when I was going back through my notes for this PowerPoint, I found this list. I'm like, what the heck? I don't even remember putting all these people on this list. So some of them kind of make me laugh. Not this one, but some of the later ones. But this is Molly / Eva from Oban Star Racers, which is a show that I really liked as a kid. And honestly, if you haven't seen it, it's still quite good. It's like 1 season, 26 episodes. Very, very cool. But this is the main character, Molly. And, well, technically her name's Eva, but she takes on the name of Molly. It's a whole thing. I don't need to explain the plot to you right now, but you can see, well, it might actually be hard for you to see, but she has like a star on her cheek. And I think that was literally the only thing that I took from her. Maybe some like general vibes, but yeah. I think I was just trying to think of people with like stuff on their face. I was like, Molly has a star on her face. That's so cool. So that's why she's on the list, I guess. Alright, this next one, I think... Is this next one the one that makes me laugh? Yeah. She do have the vibes, that is true. Okay, this one I'm calling the Big Coat Gang, because I think I put all these characters on here specifically because they had big coats. And I spent a long time trying to figure out what kind of, like, coat / cloak to give Aster. I do not remember putting fucking Aoba from Dramatical Murder on here. I saw that on the list. I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I put him on there? Why is Aoba here? Big coats are great. They are. Gundam My Son, yes. I love Gundam Tanaka. I love Hamster Boy. He's my favorite. Aoba, yeah. I guess I put him on there because I was trying to think of people with like big coats / collars. And then I think when I did look him up, I was like, oh, that's not at all what I'm going for. But I guess he stayed on the list. So I was like, I'm gonna put him on here because it's funny. Aster plays Dramatical Murder when? I'd have to like censor half of the game. I don't think that's TOS friendly. I've never played of it, but I've heard of some of the shit that happens in that game. Holy crap. But yeah, we got... Okay, wait, I have the cursor. I keep forgetting I do this. We got Aoba from Dramatical Murder here. We have Nagito Komaeda from Danganronpa, and then Gundam Tanaka, who's also from Danganronpa. And then we have Chi-Flower, or Sea-Flower? I don't know, she's a Vocaloid. This was one of her newer designs. She had other designs. But I think I was basically just like looking for giant coats, and then I didn't even go with a coat. I went with a cloak. But it did help give me some ideas for like collars and bottoms of the cloak and stuff, you know. What's Dramatical Murder? Oh no. Oh no. It's a yaoi game with a lot of really weird stuff going on in it. A lot of very toxic yaoi, from what I hear. Oh, Villain, hello. I actually was drinking water right when I saw your hydrate, but I will drink again. Thank you. How did you pick 2 complete opposite guys from Danganronpa? I think it was about the giant coats, but also they are my 2 favorite characters from Danganronpa too. I love Hamster Boy, and I love this stupid idiot over here. He's insane, and I kind of love him. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love him. What is a cloak if not a big jacket without sleeves? Exactly. Exactly. I think what I was trying to figure out was like how to put where my hand should come out of the cloak, because there's so many different cloak designs. You'll see even more as we go along, but eventually I just went with like a very basic cloak. I was like, wow, I really got a lot out of all that exploration I did. Of course it's Yowie. Listen. Oh. But yeah, Himbo, I guess he's a very messed up himbo, I guess. If you want to call him that. Anyway, we can move on from Big Coat Gang. We'll go over to Cloak Gang. I put Witch Hat Atelier and Snuffkin. I have not read Witch Hat Atelier yet. Errol, I'm sorry. I have the books, thanks to Errol. I just haven't read them, I'm so sorry. But I was trying to think of other cloaks to look up and, like, you know, where to stick the hands out of. You need to, dude, I'm yelling, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Errol. I'll read them. I'll read them. I'll do it. But yeah, I was trying to look up cloak designs, and there's a lot of cool cloak designs up here. I don't think I actually even saw all of these while I was looking it up. Oh, Cayenne! Hello! Hello, hello! Thank you for gifting a sub to Villain. Oh my gosh, that's so nice of you. I meant to sub, not gift. Oh. Well.
Let's go, let's
holy shit! Cayenne! Cayenne, stop! Oh my god! What the fuck? You gifted 20 subs? Oh my god. Cayenne! Wait, how many is that? It's telling me 20. Is that 20? 20 tier 1 subs. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Cayenne. Holy shit. That's so nice of you. Oh, thank you. I meant to do that. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That's such a nice gift here on my anniversary stream. Cayenne, you are a sweetie. You are a sweetie. Oh my gosh. It was 21 with Villain's extra sub. Oh my god, the subs can go to the bar now. Yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you, Cayenne. And also welcome on in. We're going over the concept art for Aster. Right now we're in the inspiration / reference slides, which means you're at the 30 sub goal. Oh. We forgot to set a goal for 30 subs. I don't think I even had a goal for 10 subs. Okay, well, we're gonna need to come up with a goal. What do you guys want? I know we brought up me playing Fortnite, but I feel like there's probably something more exciting than that. 2 whole goals smashed. Dramatical murder stream. I think that game's kind of long too, isn't it? Art giveaways? I could do another art giveaway. I set my goal up by the hundreds. See, I keep forgetting to set goals. Alright, we can come up with some ideas and maybe do polls later. I can have some fries. Hell yeah, fry eating stream, let's go. Animation stream? Could be fun. I don't know what I'd animate. 200 go to 3,000. If I set 100, I set it for 200. Oh. See, the thing is, I just never know how quickly we're gonna reach goals. So I'm hesitant to set a goal as something I really want to do, because I'm like, what if I don't reach it for like a whole year? But oh my gosh, thank you, Cayenne. We will come up with some goals. Oh, hello, Zuxtian. Welcome on in. Thank you. If you don't, you don't. True. Animate and emote. That could be something we could do. Okay. We'll try and come up with some goals and then maybe vote on them in the Discord or something. See, we got Fortnite, we got animating an emote. We could vote on emotes to draw. Immediately snatch the hat. Yeah, thanks. Reach it at your own pace and have fun. That is true. That is important. It's important not to burn yourself out. It was a nice hat. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. Tentacle emo. No. What would that even look like? Ugh. I forgot what, I was gonna say something. Oh my god. I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Well, I'm sure it'll come back to me eventually. Oh. Also, thanks to whoever gifted the sub. Pretty sure it was Cayenne. Cayenne was very generous and gifted many, many subs. Thank you again, Cayenne, if you're still here. Oh yeah, but we should keep going over the references. So yeah, I think I was just trying to find like more like cloak ideas. So Witch Hat Atelier has a lot of fun ideas up here. You can see all the different ways that people's like arms stick out. And then there was also Snufkin, who I thought had more of a cloak. Honestly, for him it kind of just looks like a very large shirt or even a dress. But it's also there as inspiration, you know. And then what is the next one? Oh yeah, here we go. And the next one is Kenshi Yonezu himself, and then also Mori Boy fashion. So the two pictures on the left are Kenshi Yonezu, and then the two on the right are random people I found online. But yeah, I really like this sort of fashion idea, or fashion style. Morty Boy fashion. Oh, it doesn't say Mori on there. Oh, it does say Mori above. Okay, Mori's above Kenshi. There we go. But, yeah, Mori Boy fashion. Mori means, like, forest. So it's kind of like this foresty vibe. A lot of, like, earthy tones. I think a lot of this didn't really end up showing up in this outfit, but maybe, like, a future outfit it'll show up more. P.S. I'm gonna blow you this weekend for Witch Hat being the whole reference. You haven't read it? I was looking for... I'm just trying to find different cloak ideas. Listen, I have it on my shelf. I can go read it after stream. What's Witch Hat? Witch Hat Atelier? It's like a manga. It's being turned into an anime series soon, I think. But it's the one at the top. Yeah, I think it's about like a witch school. I think. Something. I haven't read it yet. But yeah, there's Kenshi Yonezu. He's my favorite boy. There he is. That's him specifically from the music video for Santa Maria. With all the like flowers around his neck. So this vibe, not really in the current outfit, but it will probably show up in a future outfit. Which outfit? Who knows? Have I maybe started drawing concept art for it a long time ago? Maybe. Could Wolfie bully her with me? No, I'll read it. I'll read it before you can bully me. It'll make me immune to the bullying. Witch Hat Atelier is a beautiful manga about learning magic. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Isn't Atelier a video game series? Is it? There might be a separate series called Atelier. While you're bullying Aster and not on stream? Listen. That's all my friends do off stream. They bully me, especially if their name is Errol. You better start right now then. Alright guys, the rest of stream is cancelled. I have to go read Witch Hat Atelier. Goodbye. Alright, what is the next inspiration? Oh, here we go. Okay, we got Markle from Howl's Moving Castle, and then we have Mr. Rias's hat. Specifically the hat. So for Markle, I think it was a lot of like the cloak shape as well. You can really only see the top of his cloak in that picture. I had trouble finding good pictures of his cloak. But yeah, and then also the outfit, kind of the vibes of the outfit, maybe a little bit. I do like that outfit. That would be a very Aster outfit, honestly. And then, like I said, I was trying to figure out how I would rig the hat. So I was looking up, like, VTubers with hats. And I think Mr. Rias... Mr. Rias... Oh, it, like, auto-corrected his name on there. But it's supposed to be Mista. He has a hat that's kind of got the shape I was going for. So I was like, okay. I will put him on there. And I will stare at him as he moves his head around to study the rigging. Oh no, I tried to hit the mute button, it didn't work. Sorry, I just coughed directly into the microphone. But, yeah. Yeah, he's another one who I haven't really seen much of. I was just like, I know he has hat. I will stare at him and his hat. I think that's most of the references. Here we just have, like, a bajillion clothing references that I found. I have so many more than this. I have like a giant album on my phone. I have stuff in my phone notes. I have stuff in the Photoshop files of drawings I did, but I just picked a bunch that I think I did use and threw them in here. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. I think... Oh, I went too far. Go back. With, like, these shirts, you can definitely see a lot in the, like, what is it? The string on the front of my shirt? Here, wait. Let me take off my cloak. There we go. You can see I've got, like, the strings on the front. And I think I did reference these shorts a lot, specifically. And there are so many different cloak ideas. This one's cute. It's like a little kitty cat one. Very punkish boots up here. I think my boots didn't end up being as punkish as I wanted them to look, but they still look kind of punky. Alright. So here is some of the starting concept art. There is a lot of concept art that I drew on paper, like at my last job. Because we would have like scrap paper, and every once in a while when there was just nothing to do and we were just sitting around, I would just grab the scrap paper and I'd just start drawing. So I have so many random sheets of paper with random doodles on them. Also, welcome back, Changeling. I love those style shorts in the top corner. In the top corner. Oh, the like brown one I mentioned. Yeah, these are pretty cool. But, what was I saying? Yes, here is... I should look at my notes. I should look at the notes that I drew, that I wrote. You write notes. Anyway, you can see, I put in some screenshots of some of the notes from my, phone notes. Oh no, ad break. Okay, ad break's in 3 minutes. We'll probably take a break when the ad break happens. But yes, here's some of the drawn art. So this one here, I think, is kind of, my attempt to humanize Wisp. I wasn't really gonna go with that. I was just testing it out, but I didn't really like it. But yeah, I don't know if this was supposed to be an idea for an Aster face down here. It's kind of a different vibe, but I kind of like it. Let's see, what do we got? Got a different outfit idea here. Here's kind of a cloak. Here's more like casual clothes. I think a big thing I was debating between was going with like a more magic-y look or more of the like hoodie and shorts punk kind of look that Wisp had. I ultimately decided to go with more of the magic one, and then if I wanted an outfit like this, I would do it later. I'd do it later. I think a lot of this was figuring out what Aster's face was gonna look like. There were some ideas I had of having like a... what's it called? Like a sweater vest? I wanted her clothes to kind of look like... a mage at school. You know, kind of schooly clothes. Anyway, let me read these notes here up for you. So this is when I was coming up with the idea for Aster, switching between Wisp and Aster. I think I want a persona that would be easy to modify and try new things with. So like, for example, I could easily make a new outfit where they're a vampire now, or an explorer, or a dragon, etc. Of course, you're kind of free to do that with any sort of VTuber idea, so I'm not sure it matters too much. I think I'm leaning towards either mage or ghost. Mage could have fun magic effects, and also could use magic to change yourself into different forms. I still like the name Wisp, which makes more sense for a ghost, but could be worked into a mage as well. Well, I didn't go with the name Wisp, but... that is for this character. She can be Wisp. I'm Aster. Dragon? Yeah. Furry! No! We brought up dragon many times before. A dragon is a scaly, not a furry. But yeah, that was one of the big reasons why I went with more of a humanoid character rather than Wisp, because I wanted her to be a bit more modifiable. And then if I wanted to try like a new theme for a new outfit, I could easily do that. And that's also a big reason why I didn't go with like an animal character or a character with like horns or something. like a dragon. Because if I had features like that, I would have to, you know, worry about them with each new outfit. And I like kind of didn't want to do that. I was like, you know, if I want animal ears for a specific outfit, I can do that. And then having magic powers is an easy way to explain why I have cat ears for a specific outfit. That was kind of the idea. Only a true furry would argue over semantics. Listen. You can call me a scaly, but you can't call me a furry. I like dragons. I was a dragon kid. My favorite book as a child was Dragon Rider by Cornelia Funk. Pretty sure I'm the only confirmed furry here. Exactly. Exactly. We have a furry here, and it's not me. Looks like the Roblox smirk, but from a distance. What's the Roblox smirk? Hold on. Roblox smirk? Oh, okay, yeah, I have seen that face. I love that book as well. It is a good book. Oh, the ad break's starting. Okay. The movie was awful though. That is true. Wolfie and I decided to watch the movie, and it was not a good adaptation. It was not good at all. They butchered the characters. I didn't like the designs. They put in so many like stupid pop culture references. I'm like, this is not a movie that should have pop culture references. And even with like the main character who's just kind of like generic little boy, little like brown-haired 12-year-old boy, they completely changed his personality in the movie, and then I was offended at that. Anyway, we're in the ad break. Should we go to BRB, or I guess we can just chill on this screen until the ad break's over? Ugh. So I had to take a sip of water. We can just rant about how Dragon Rider was not a good movie. Ugh. Inkheart was awful as well. Cornelia Funk is the shortest of 6 when it comes to adaptations. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't seen Inkheart. I haven't read it either, but I know one of my friends in high school liked it a lot. But yeah. Ugh. Just... Dragon Rider is from like... Is it from the 90s or 80s? And it took so long for them to actually make it a movie, and then when they made it a movie, it sucked. But I think there is like a musical? Or like an opera adaptation of it? I tried to find video of it somewhere, but I don't think it really is available. I've only seen it mentioned on like Cornelia Funk's website. Frosty, what did Frosty say? It's a great read. The movie did not have a good impression on me. I see. Yeah, I've had that sometimes where I watch like a movie that's an adaptation of a book, and then I'm like, that was not a good movie, but the idea was cool, so maybe I'll go read the book. What did Frosty say? Attention, coming soon to a chat near you in a world of art and hype. Aster Madius's anniversary stream as a wild ride. Chat's buzzing with cloak debates, Gundam love, and the mysterious allure of big coats. Laughter echoes as subs rain down like confetti, while manga recommendations spark a fiery passion for Witch Hat Atelier. Will Aster tackle dramatical murder next? No. Stay tuned for more emote animations and tentacle surprises? Frosty, why would you say that? Why the octopus emoji? Frosty? Adaptations are usually terrible. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are decent, but yeah, a lot of them are not always that great. Wow, Frosty. Frosty's always saying the weirdest things. Okay, I think we should be back from the ad break now, right? Although I'm not sure if anyone was stuck in the ad break after all the gifted subs. But yes, welcome back. You know I asked her, you have trained the bot well. Listen. You're the ones that brought up tentacles. Not me. It was not me. But anyway, shall we continue with the concept art? And once again, feel free to ask any questions you have. Animorphs had a decent adaptation? Did it? Because I did hear that there was like a live action show in like the 90s or something. But I'd never seen it. And I thought it was kind of low budget, but I don't know. Bot knows your tastes. Bot reads the nonsense that you guys put in my chat. But it was you that mentioned it? Nuh-uh. No, I'm pretty sure Ash brought it up. Why didn't I use the ad break to heat up food? Oh no. That's okay. I forget all the time too. Alright, here's another page of reference art. Let me read this note up here. Outfit ideas. Mage outfit. Has a cloak/poncho that can be removed, maybe a poofy shirt, some kind of hat, shorts, boots of some kind, Wonderland and the Sheep Song inspired. That's exactly what happened. That is exactly the outfit that happened. And if you're wondering why it says outfit ideas, it's because there were many more outfit ideas, but I did not show them all to you because those are a secret for the future. That's why it's just this one. It's not great, but has a certain 90s charm. Okay, I see. This is called denial. No. This is giving proper credit where credit is due. If you guys are the ones that mentioned tentacles, that's you. I'm not gonna take credit for what you've done. But yeah, here are some. We got some cloak ideas. So this first one you can see is a bit shorter. It's like above the shorts, and then it had kind of like the little shoulder cloak part. I kept debating for a long time whether or not the cloak was gonna have this little shoulder part. I ended up not going with it, but I almost did. We have another one here. It's longer. This one looks a lot more similar to the current cloak we have, where you can see there's the stars on it and then the city at the bottom. But it does have the little shoulder cloak thing. That one's pretty close, just without the shoulder cloak. Got some boot ideas. This one's got like this part in front that's longer, I guess. And this one, is this like, this part looks separate. I feel like I was referencing something and I don't remember what the reference picture was, so there's a boot. And then here we got some like glove ideas. So for some of these, I guess the idea was that they would be longer. I think the gloves I ended up going with are just like regular sized fingerless gloves. We can see this one had like some, what do you call that? Stitching? I don't know. Here's some ideas. You can, I don't know how well you can see these, but here's other outfit ideas down here. I was trying to figure out, like I said, if I wanted sort of a vest thing. So this one's got a little more of a vest here. This one here is more of a coat rather than a cloak. So I did play around with that idea. Then here's just, that kind of just looks like Wisp's hoodie. I think that's the idea there. And then here's just my face and the outfit. There's another cloak. Can't see her very well. But there it is. Ideas. Oh my goodness. There's a lot in here. They're just like random little doodles. Alright, here's another page. Here's some more notes. Details to consider. Bags under the eyes. Check, that happened. Sleepy eyes or angry wild eyes. Sleepy eyes is kind of what we went with. Angry wild eyes is more like what Wisp had. That was kind of like the two vibes I was debating between. What kind of eyes would I have? The sleepy eyes or the more wild eyes? Facial markings, that happened. Cyan in the hair, that happened. Black nail polish always, of course. Black nail polish every day. I've worn black nail polish every day for over a decade, and I will continue to wear black nail polish until the day I die, probably. So, here, let me look at more of my notes. With the cyan and the hair, I was... For a while, I wasn't sure what color hair Astrid had, but I did want her to have cyan in her hair because I wanted her, like, main color to always be apparent regardless of, like, what outfit I was in. So even if I had, like, a different outfit on that, like, didn't have as much cyan in it, you would still recognize cyan as my main color, if that makes sense. I did almost consider retrofitting an OC too when I was concepting my VTuber. Oh, cool. Maybe you could show us the concept someday. Ooh. But, yeah, but I think I didn't want her hair to be, like, fully cyan, because I thought that would just look not good. She just had, like, bright cyan hair. But I actually wasn't expecting to end up with brown hair with cyan at the end. I guess I thought it was more likely to end up being, like, black or white, but I just kind of liked the way the brown hair looked the most, honestly. And when I was designing her, she didn't have to look like me, like IRL, but she at least had to feel like me, was the idea. But she kind of ended up looking more like me than I intended. It's kind of funny. Yeah, the idea was like, she need to be short, kind of tomboyish, androgynous, have short hair, all that kind of stuff. I love cyan, it could be natural or supernatural. Exactly. Well, maybe one day have a fit with full cyan and brown highlights. I don't know how that'd look. I feel like that might look weird. We can try it. We can see. Oh yeah, let me go over what's in here. So I think a lot of this is just different cloak ideas. So you can see here's one where we've got like the cloak just around the body and then the shoulder cloak so the arms can kind of come out. That was one idea. This one is more of like the big coat idea, I guess, with the big sleeves and these parts that come down on the side. And we got this cloak, which I think kind of looks a bit like one of the Witch Hat Atelier ones, like the buttons in front. I guess the arms would kind of come out the sides here. And then this is just like the outfit. I think I was debating between like shorts or more like, I guess, capris, or maybe these are pants tucked into boots. I don't know. I went with shorts. It could be pure, magical, good, or menacing, depending. That is true. It has many different vibes. Cyan for the win. Yes. I love cyan. It's a good color. What is on the next page? Okay, here's some more notes. Magic effects. Well, those will get implemented one day, hopefully. Right now, there aren't really any magical effects yet. Glowy eyes effects. That is also something we could add in the future. That'd be cool. Facial markings that appear and glow when I do magic. Well, I ended up going with like the permanent facial marking. We could probably make it glow. But I think one idea I had was here. Oh, here it is. Single star on cheek. Maybe it's a dark skin color normally, but when her powers comes out, it glows cyan. Oh. Thanks, Ash. There goes my cloak. No longer can I compare it to the concept art. Magic look. Oh, wow. Amazing. Check out my amazing magical powers. Thanks for writing me about them, Ash. Yeah. So one idea was that the star would be like just skin color and then it would turn cyan when I did magic. But I just made it cyan the whole time because I thought that looked better. What do we got up here? Here's just a fun picture. That might become like maybe a loading screen art someday. I don't know. It's cool. And I was trying to figure out what the star would look like. I ended up just going with like a plain star on the cheek. But I think I had some ideas like this, where it's like half and half. That one. These down here were ideas for like emblems on the back of the coat or cloak. Because I wasn't sure if I just wanted it to look plain. But I think I ended up just going with it being a plain look because it felt a little too cluttered with that. And also you wouldn't see it on my model. You can't see the back of my cloak. You do have a very cool loading screen. Thank you. It took me 3,000 years. I spent so long on it. I'm like, I will create another loading screen someday, and then I can use both of them, and then I never did. Unless you in 3D. That's true. If I made a 3D model, it would. But I still feel like it didn't really need it. Here's a button. Was that an idea for like a star-shaped button, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, here's stuff. There's a little shoulder cloak idea. What do we got next? Alright, more notes. Bandage. Well, that didn't happen. Scarf. Nope. Maybe a future outfit. Fingerless gloves. That did happen. dragon scale textures on clothes. Did not happen. But maybe we'll have some kind of dragon outfit in the future. Who knows? Maybe. Ooh. What do we got here? We got more cloaks. So this cloak over here had a cool idea where it would be kind of like continuously disappearing at the bottom, like little bits of it kind of coming off. I don't know how well you can see it on the screen. But I was like, I have no idea how I would rig or animate that in live 2D, so I'm not going to attempt it. It was a cool idea, but I was like, I don't know how to do that. That looks very complicated. Here's another cloak with another shoulder shawl. Got like little stars at the edge, I guess. That's cool. Let's see. Oh, here's a face with that kind of half and half look for the star on the cheek. I think it ended up just looking a little too busy, but the half and half idea kind of ended up in the outfit, at least. This is an interesting idea. See, this is more like a vest with like pinstripe shirt. Not like a puffy shirt I have right now. That's cool. It's got a few more like accessories here. I think one of the ideas I had for her was that she was sort of a bit of like a... She would have kind of like punkish vibes in her outfit. I think they're there a little bit, but maybe not as much as this. We got a boot. This looks kind of similar to the boot I have. The back part here is shaped like a star. I don't have that, but it is pretty similar. Alright, what else we got next? Alright. Oh, okay, for the hat. I was trying to figure out the details for the hat. So I think one idea I had was this chain, you know? A very punkish kind of vibe. No wonder we get along so well. Hell yeah. Just two punks rocking out. But yeah, I thought the chain idea was cool, but I was also like, I don't know how I would rig that. I don't know how I'd make it look three-dimensional and still look good. So I ended up not going with that. Because it would be like on the side of the hat, it looks like, right here. And then if I turned my head, you would like, it would appear and disappear. But yeah, I had no idea how I rigged that. So we did not go with that. What else we got? Over here. Here's another idea for the cloak. Because one thing about the cloak is I also kind of wanted to like be able to close like this. And go for that kind of like a silhouette where you just see my legs. Can't see my arms. What do these notes say? Subtle pattern on outside of cloak. Subtle black stars or cloth texture. I went with the subtle stars. I don't know how well you can see them on me, but they are on the cloak. Let me come over here. Let me make myself bigger. There you go. You can see the stars. Though they're not dark. It's more like the cloak is dark and then the stars are a lighter color. But yeah, I can see them luckily. Closed cloak, hidden hands. Exactly. See, I want to be able to close it like this. I think it's fun. I like the vibes when a character is like this. It's like closed cloak, just feet. Wee. You don't really get to see it very much, but there it is. Hidden hands to hold a knife. Exactly! That's why we hide our hands, so no one sees the weapons. Alright, I need to get bigger. Come here. I think I'm bigger than I was before. That's fine. Alright, what is the next slide? The next slide is just kind of random doodles. Let's see, we got my face. It looks a little wonky. I was still trying to figure out the shape of the face. Magic guns? Ooh, that'd be sick. I do need a gun. I do want a gun toggle. It'll happen one day. Aster, do you not have a throne? I do have a throne. Do I not have it linked anywhere? Maybe I don't have it linked anywhere. I do have a throne though. Do I have it? Maybe if I do this. Did that do it? No, I don't have something for that. Never mind. But it is somewhere. Oh, I see it? Okay. I think there's just like a lot of random games on there. Gun to threaten chat. Exactly. Exactly. It's what you guys deserve. Ugh. Alright, let's see what's on here. Yeah, this is just the cloak again, but with little shoulder things. I don't think there's anything particularly interesting on this slide, but here it is. To zap scam bots? Exactly. We should give Saribot the gun, because Saribot likes to immediately ban every single bot. If you set up a whole gun thing, you could shoot stream avatars. Oh, that could be fun. Gun to threaten me specifically? Errol, you know me so well. You know exactly who I'm aiming that gun at. Alright, what else we got here? Oh, this is a fun slide. We're at the name ideas. You get to see all the names I came up with. So basically, for Aster, I wanted like a gender-neutral space name. So even though I like names like Stella and Luna, I was like, those are not gender-neutral. So let's go through this whole list of names. We'll see let's see if there's any names on here that you guys would think would suit me. I have an auto thing where if someone gets their message deleted, they get shot. That's hilarious. Wait, that would be great. I'd love to do that. Alright, so let's see. The first name is Soul, which is a gender-neutral name meaning sun. It's not bad. Soul. And then Nova. I do kind of like the name Nova. We have Pluto. That one's okay. I don't think I'd go with that one. Next we have Hoshi, which means star in Japanese. That one's not bad. I don't mind that one. Cell? I guess that's some space thing. I don't know. Some of these are a lot of... I think I was like Google space terms and then threw a bunch of names on here, and now I don't remember what half of them mean. Then here we have Aster, which you can see I bolded and italicized because I liked it. And obviously I liked it enough to choose it. Like Celestial? Probably. Or at least it's from like the same... comes from the same origins, I would imagine. I can give the automation for you if you want to set up Mix It Up bot. Ooh, that could be fun. Ooh, yeah, I might hit you up for that. Thanks for offering, Cayenne. Then next we have Asteri, which I guess is just Aster with an I at the end. That's alright. Then we had Zenith. Or Zenith? I think it's Zenith. I think I kind of like that, but there was also the VShojo VTuber named Zentreya who goes by Zen. I was like, if you call me Zenith, you could call me Zen. But I was like, wait, that might get confusing because there's another big VTuber named Zen. And then I did Zenith Nadir. I don't know what that means. It's some kind of space term. I don't remember. I love that I got the Mix It Up. Bot gets deleted and your hand goes up with the gun. Pow. That would be really fun, honestly. Zenith, I think. Makes sense. Wilhelm scream. And then next we have Ceres? Ceres? I don't know, this just makes me think of Ceres Fauna. R.I.P. She graduated, she's not dead. Sorry. And then we have Juno. That's not bad. Ray. Ray's alright. Astro. Astro's alright, but I think I do like Aster better. Then we have Sol Luna and Luna Sol, which I think I just slapped Sol and Luna together. Sun and Moon. But neither of them really appealed to me. Saturn. Comet. I feel like Comet's alright. Comet might be okay. Azimuth, which you could call me Azzy for short. Once again, I don't remember what that means. And then the other one that I have italicized and bolded, which is Blitzer, which apparently I really liked. I don't remember bolding that one, but maybe there's an alternate universe out there where you guys call me Blitz instead of Aster. Nebula. Blazer? Blizzar? I don't remember. I don't remember putting all these names on this list. Vesper? I think this was before Vesper Noir of Holostars debuted. I'm pretty sure. And then we just have Loon, which is also italicized and bolded, because I guess I thought people calling me Loon would be fine. Crash Nebula? Crash Nebula as a name. And at the very bottom, we have the name I went with, Aster Magius. See, I spent so much time figuring out the first name Aster, but Magius came to me like almost immediately. I was like Mage, and then Eus, Magius. Wow, amazing. Taserface? Loon sounds right. Wow. See, Automod even wouldn't let you say Loon. Automod was like, no, you're not being called that. Imagine if I actually went with that name and it auto-modded my name every time someone tried to mention me. Oh, and then these pictures here, I guess, are just doodles of me. I don't know why I look so shy here. I think I just started drawing the pose. I was like, yeah, okay. Now that's Loony. There you go, you got around the mod. Congratulations. I think this was me coming up with ideas for the buttons. Because, you know, I got like the moon, phases of the moon buttons. Alright, let's go next page. What do we got here? Okay, here's the cloak with one of those designs in the back that I was mentioning. So it doesn't look bad, but I think just with all the other details I put on the cloak, it felt a little bit cluttered, especially with like the hood. Because I do technically have a hood. I never rigged it to be able to be put on, but maybe in Astri 2.0 we'll be able to put the hood up. I would have probably pronounced it as Lunia? Lune? Oh, Lune. I think I might have been partially inspired. I feel like there was a movie, was it called Moon? M-U-N-E? So maybe I had that in my mind when I was like L-U-N-E. Moon, Loon, I don't know. But anyway, what else we got here? I think this was an idea for an emote or something. Here's me with the hood up. Something that I cannot actually do right now. Lune. Yeah, like that. Lune. That's not a bad name. It still sounds a little silly though. What does it say? Black fade to dark gray. Well, that is essentially what I did on the cloak. It does start dark at the top and go down to a lighter color at the bottom. Though it is not pure black. I made it, usually when I draw a character, I don't, if something's colored black, I don't make it pure black, because that makes it hard to like shade it. So I'll usually tint it a specific color. And since Aster's color is blue, it is tinted slightly blue. It's still supposed to kind of read as black, but it does look as like dark turquoise, because it pretty much is dark turquoise. This is just a random eye. We love drawing random anime eyes. Here's me looking like a little stinker. And here's just the outfit again. No notes on here. Unless I wrote some down. Did I? Nope. Alright, next page. Alright, here's some interesting notes. Dragon Fang / Claw necklace. I think that's from when I was debating whether or not to have more of a dragon theme. You can even see I drew a little, I guess, dragon tooth necklace here. And then here's me looking crazy for some reason. I don't know. And then another note, maybe make a language code, so a glyph that corresponds to each letter of the alphabet. We do have that. We do have the astral alphabet. I don't think you guys have seen every single letter of it, but I do have every single letter written down somewhere. It is the language that is on my little papers here and at the bottom of my cloak. The astral alphabet. And then what's this next note? Black clothes with cyan stitching. So I ended up going with yellow stitching instead, which you can see on the hat. Like that. What do you mean for some reason? What was I saying? Oh, for the the face. Listen, I'm not crazy. I'm a very normal person. I don't ever look like this. Look me in the eyes. I never look like that. I'm always normal. I never have a deranged look on my face. Thank you. I'm not insane. And then the last note, tattoo on thigh, star, moon, and dragon themes, knife or sword. I don't remember that. I, in fact, did not go with a tattoo, but even if I did, you wouldn't be able to see it because literally my entire body is covered. The only skin I show is my face and my fingers, not even my whole hand. I got fingerless gloves on, baby. Very fun to see the work in progress for your design, Aster. Thanks, Changeling. It's fun to go back over it and see all the different ideas I had and what changed. Because honestly, there's stuff in here where I'm like, I don't remember that. I don't remember writing that down or drawing that. Oh, here's a little cute picture of me with the cloak closed. See, this is the vibe I think of when I think of the cloak closed. Just a little guy. Truly like a Victorian. No. Covered up like a Victorian. Aster is tatted up under that Victorian child garb. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'm completely covered in tats and you would have no idea. You'll only find out when I have new outfits. Tatted up just like Kiryu and Majima. Let's see what else we got. Okay, here's some more notes. So this one's crossed out. I think when I was coming up with the mage idea, I was trying to figure out what direction to take it. One idea was an aspiring mage who keeps eating their own ingredients. It was a funny one. You know, I do love to snack. I do in fact have a whole bag of sour gummy worms right here next to me. That was a funny idea, but I ended up going with it. A space mage. That is the one we went up with. A mage from beyond the stars. She's exploring other planets to learn more about the universe while studying magic. That is exactly what we went with. Congrats, me. That reminds me, I want to get more tattoos. I only have one. I have none. I think tattoos are cool, but I'm also really bad at making decisions. And I keep going back and forth as to whether or not I ever want to get a tattoo. But I'd probably have to come up with a design and then stare at it for like a year. And then I would just get very perfectionist about it. And then probably never end up getting it. Magical tattoos? That'd be sick. That's why we gotta nab your shirt. Once again, you degenerates are trying to strip me every day. Slicked back hair looks fun. Oh yeah, here's the slicked back hair. I think that was... I don't know if there was ever... There was probably a possible hair design for like a future outfit. You can also see a bit of a bowl cut down here. Finally, a mandrake for potions. No. Then here's some ideas for like the astral alphabet over here. I don't know if any of these ended up being ones I used. I think this one did. Oh, and also, chat is portrayed on a scroll. That is exactly what happened. Hello, chat. Hello up there on your scroll. Do you like being on your scroll? That would be cool to get those tattoos that glow under blacklight. Oh, I have heard about those. That would be a cool idea. I wonder how long... I wonder how well those work. Like if they last for a long time when you do that. Anyway, here's some scroll designs. I think with like the curled edge, it felt like I was just taking up too much room. But honestly, the current design also has spots that take up room. So whatever. Here's a hat design. Here's a slightly different shirt design. It was one where instead of being poofy all the way down, it's like poofy here and then more tight here. That's an interesting one too, but I went with full poofy. Full poofy sleeves. Alright, what's on the next page? Oh yeah, so with Wonderland and the Sheep Song being one of my inspirations, I did very strongly consider giving Aster a lantern. I ended up not doing it just because it felt like I was doing a lot of things, and also is like, what's the lantern? How does that work with the lore? There's no point to the lantern. Maybe a future outfit will have a lantern, but I was like, you can't just... I should have a reason to put things on the design, not just slap random things on. Here's some lantern designs. I honestly don't know what these two are. I don't know what those are. Maybe it's the side of the lantern? I don't know. Anyway, there's a lantern. There's a lantern. I guess this was a thing that was going to be floating inside the lantern? And also, here was an idea for like a giant, like, paintbrush wand slash staff kind of thing, I think. That could be a cool idea. Those who read this magic scroll are doomed to spend the rest of their life as a hyper-intelligent snail, unless they show this to someone. Lanterns are so cool. They are cool. I felt like, I don't think this works with the lore. Why am I giving her a lantern? And also, I'd have to rig it, you know? Maybe if the chat mascot was in the lantern? Oh, that's a cool idea, actually. If you put the little asteroid in the lantern. Wait, that's cool. Yeah, maybe we'll work a lantern in there somehow, but it didn't make it into the current design. Asked to make a great Pictomancer. Oh, a Pictomancer. Is that the kind of person that like brings their drawings to life? That might have been sort of the idea with that wand. What else we got here? Oh, I guess we're in the like the section of the PowerPoint where I put all the props. Chat mascot? Oh yeah, there is a little bit of concept art for the chat mascot in here. It's been taking me a long time to decide on the design because I came up with a design, but I was like, I don't know if I like it enough. But we'll see. If you play F14, you could be a Pictomancer with a Pictomancer model. Oh man. If I ever get around to playing Final Fantasy. People keep telling me to. Maybe one day. Yeah, it's hard. I know. I came up with a really simple idea, which you'll see at some point in here. But I keep getting worried it's like too simple. I think these are like scroll designs. Some of them might have been for chat. Some of them might have been for down here at the bottom of the screen where like these papers are that I can put words on. I think at one point I was gonna make them more scroll-like, but I kind of just turned them into pieces of paper. It ended up looking better than the idea I had in mind. I'm in the same boat, Aster. Yeah, it's a great game. I know, people keep telling me they like it a lot. I'm just not... I don't know. I don't really play a lot of MMOs. It feels like a lot to jump into, but maybe one day. Then here we have, like, some ideas for, like, the end of the scroll, which I kind of went with. They're a bit shorter, just so they take up less room. But the idea got there. And then right here, can you tell what these are? These are like the keyframes for my loading screen animation for the cloak. I guess I figured them out while I was at work. Cloak animations, yeah. I think I really wanted to work on it, but I was like at work, so I just started drawing them. It's like a very small doodle in the corner of a piece of paper. What else we got here? Okay, we're out of the objects. We're back to me. Most of this is just figuring out the shape of my face slash hair. Here's me looking sassy for some reason. Here we go. We got another sweater vest idea. The sweater vest will probably appear in some other sort of outfit because I do like the look. It is very dapper. Very nice and dapper. Next one. Oh, here we go. Here's kind of the mascot idea. There's more of it in here. Although this is probably the best scanned one. The other ones are kind of hard to tell. But the basic idea is like these little star guys with an eyeball. And not all of them look like this. You could have... People could customize their own. So they can be like different colors. You can have different amounts of eyes. The idea was to keep it simple so anyone could kind of easily customize their own. But I was worried it was too simple. But I might go with it. Here's me again. Looking cute. the cloak closed. This is a very good little face. I like it. What else we got here? Oh, here's an idea for the eye. Repeating star shape like a zigzag. So I guess it was kind of supposed to look like part of a star in the eye, but it didn't really read as a star, so I didn't go with that. Sassy Aster equals normal Aster. You're not wrong. I thought my mascot was so simple since he was just a circle in essence. I mean, Comfy? Comfy's so cute. I like Comfy a lot. See, it's always like you gotta figure out the balance between like simplistic, like not being too simplistic but also not being too detailed. It's like, are they going to be recognizable if people see them out in the wild randomly? But I don't know. I think it'll be fine. And he's absolutely adorable. Comfy is really cute. Let me see. What do we got here? I think this is just random drawings again. Here's me with the cloak. There's my face. Here's me with kind of a different outfit. It's more like a big puffy coat there. Some capris. That me looking surprised, I guess? I don't know. These are just random noodles. Remember, if you like the stars, they're good. Okay. I keep going back and forth, but I think I will. I think I will. Keeping them simplistic will make it really easy to make like stream avatars of them. So I think that was also a nice thing, because then I can have a bunch of different stream avatar designs and you guys can choose which one you want to use to represent yourself on stream. We love simple mascot designs. Yeah. And like I said, if I keep it simple, then anybody can kind of draw their own version easily. Look at this little guy. He is so squishy. I do love him. We can spin his stars too. Ooh, that is true. That is true. Ooh, I wonder if in stream avatars if you can put in a spin animation. That could be fun. Maybe I can custom make that. We'll see. On to the next slide. Alrighty, so up here, you can see the front part of my hair, the middle part, and the back part are all drawn in different colors. It's like red, blue, and black. I think this was me trying to figure out the shape of the hair and how to separate it up for like rigging and stuff. Here's me with a bowl cut, and here's me with a ponytail. A couple of other little hair ideas there. You can? Nice. Nice, that's a good idea. Dance animation too? I don't know how I'd make them dance, but I can figure it out. Like what their dance animation would look like. Here's my face. Here's me being stinky to Brie. Well, like the You and Barry sketch. Yeah. There we go. That's the dynamic. Except sometimes it's flip-flopped. And she's doing this to me. And here's a little picture from my sketchbook. I think it was with markers. It almost looks watercolory, but I think there were markers that were kind of watercolor-y. I think that was just me trying to experiment with the colors. Let's see, anything else on this page? Oh, I did write notes for this one. What's it say? Top left, trying to figure out shapes and separation of hair for rigging. Aster's hair doesn't have a super well-defined shape, makes it hard to imagine in a 3D space sometimes. That is true. Aster's hair is the kind of hair that, when I draw it, it's just kind of like random messiness the whole time. So it kind of looks slightly different in every drawing, which makes it kind of hard to imagine it in like 3D space, which is not great when you're trying to rig it in live 2D. But I figured it out. It works, I guess. Throw cheese at her next time. It flips depending on whose stream you two are on. That's true. Although, speaking of throwing cheese, isn't there some sort of program you can get, or I don't know, but where people can throw things at you, at your model, and your model will like react? They'll be like, I don't know how to do that. TITS? Maybe we can get that. That could be fun. Alright, what else we got in here? Oh, here we go. Here's some more of the mascot doodles. You can see the paper it was on was kind of crumpled, which is why there's a lot of shadow in the scan. But here's the little star. Here's another star idea. Here's one with lots of eyes. And then I was thinking of maybe a little dragon mascot instead. But I don't know, I was having trouble figuring out the body shape. And I wasn't sure if it'd be a little too detailed. But that was one of the other ideas I came up with. Baby dragon cute. I do think it's cute. I don't know if it was a little too much for the mascot idea. It'd be a lot harder to make stream avatars of that. I want people to be able to throw my blahage push at me. The blahage. Twitch integrated throwing system. Oh, okay. That's why it's called tits. I see. Could do a cute little chibi, not super detailed. Yeah, see, I was trying to figure out, like, how do I make a dragon, or at least dragon-esque sort of mascot that's still kind of simple. But I don't know. It's still kind of cute, though. We'll see. For the avatar, yes. For the mascot, no. Yeah. And then, what do we have over here? This is me with a much different cloak idea, with, like, symbols on it. It's kind of fun. I think this is digital. The other ones are traditional. So we're starting to get into the digital concept art. As a channel mascot TTS, you'd be perfect. Oh yeah, I do have a different idea for a TTS, which I need to finish. Honestly, I should put Astro 2.0 on hold to make one of the TTSs, because that'd be fun. But he is cute. I'm not against having a little dragon mascot at some point. Maybe I'll just have 50 billion mascots. It's fine. What else we got? Okay, here's more of the digital art. I had a thought the star could be the head and it has a simple body that could be like a comet tail. You know, Changeling, I had an idea like that too. I didn't draw it, but I was kind of thinking about that, combining the like star and dragon thing and having like part of his body be more like a trail of light kind of thing. Hang on, Vicky, you could just have a magic Majima. There we go. We could just have Majima as the TTS. Do you think there's a Majima voice TTS? That'd be funny. Here's a bunch of different ideas for the cloak. So these are all like tiny little doodles. Just me trying to figure out the shape. Excuse me, I had to burp. Perfect, probably. So this cloak has kind of like tassels on the end. It's kind of shorter in the front. Here it is again without tassels. Here's it again with more of a witchy hat. This one's a lot different. This one's got the scarf, you can see. This one's more like a big shirt and slightly longer pants. Oh, this hat's different. This is like a backwards baseball cap. Is this supposed to be a cloak with a scarf? I guess. It's like a short cloak. And this one's going back to that one, but with a scarf. So yeah, I guess I had a scarf idea at one point too, but I went with the cloak instead. Matt Mercer is the English voice of Majima in Yakuza 7. Oh, okay. I've been seeing some of the advertisements for the pirate Yakuza game, and they're in like English, and it throws me off. I'm like, why is Majima speaking English? Change him back. Why are you doing this? Also, Changeling, thank you for the stretch. Oh, I really do gotta stretch. Ugh. And a hydrate. Thank you. I've been doing a lot of yapping. I need a drink. Ah, thank you. Then you can see down here, here's an idea of me with little dragon horns and little dragon scales on my face. Because I did consider going the dragon route. And over here, you can see tiny little stars underneath the eye. So I guess that was an idea I had besides the star on the cheek. But that's not very noticeable. The demo is amazing. You can walk around Hawaii as Guromi. I did see that you could dress up as Guromi. That is amazing. I'd play the whole game as Guromi, honestly. And here here we get into a piece of concept art that always looks cursed to me whenever I pull it back up. It's like almost Aster, but not exactly. So you can see here's where I had the like decolored star with the idea that it would glow cyan. My eyes are only blue here. They don't have the yellow in the middle yet. They're just blue. The hair shape's slightly different. It's a little bit shorter. You can see I was still trying to figure out how to draw this hat shape. It looks a little wonky. Aster 0.5. Yeah. Aster 0.5. Why are the twins really shiny here? They just want to play a game, Rias. Don't you want to play a lovely game? What, Yakuza Kiwami? Don't you want to play Yakuza Kiwami with them? Otome game Aster is what it feels like. It does kind of feel like the character art in a game. It does have an Otome feel. You should still use these two cursed lads. That's what I use them for. You see the shirt's slightly different too. We didn't have the cyan stripes on the strings yet. And I was trying to figure out like a pattern to on the shirt. I guess I was like stars on the shoulders, but I ended up going with very subtle stripes instead. They fight over who gets to wear the hat. Sounds about right. If I showed up in a world with another Aster and only one of us had a hat, I would definitely fight for the hat. Oh, and another thing is it's really hard to tell. I don't know if you guys can tell, but at the ends of the hair, there is like a little bit of like a star brush, little tiny stars at the end of the hair. But I think I felt like that was just a little too much detail, so I took it off. There's also more of the little hair bits that have blue at the end. My hair only has bits on some of the ends. My hair only has bits. My hair only has blue bits on some of the ends. Alright, next one. Alright, here we go. We have a bunch of different outfit ideas. Well, it was like a base model and then I had lots of different ideas on top of it, so I just exported a couple of different combinations. So this one makes me laugh. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I guess the idea... Because, you know, I have like... Hold on, let me take my cloak back off. Because I have like the black shirt underneath this shirt, and then I have my black fingerless gloves. And I guess at one point I was like, what if they were attached? And I was like, what if it's a whole bodysuit? Which honestly just kind of looks like I'm about to go surfing. Is the first one you without a shirt? I guess technically. No, this is not canon. The shirt and the gloves are separate from each other. I did not go with that. Honestly, how would you even put this on? I guess if you have like a zipper on the back, this would be awful to wear anytime you need to go to the bathroom. You'd have to like take the whole thing off. Anyway, spacesuit, whole bodysuit still needs knee socks. So you can see down in this one, this is what the bottom part would look like. But I ended up not going with that, obviously. And early on, the idea... I was trying to figure out what color the shorts should be. At first I had them being like a khaki color, and then I thought maybe black. In my mind, I did have the idea of like the split color shorts, but it took me a while to be like, would that be okay? I feel like it might be too much. But I think what pushed me to finally try it was there was a character in the Owl House that showed up that had a lot of like split color stuff going on. I was like, ooh, okay, maybe I will try it. But I already had most of Aster designed by the time I got to that point. Also, in this picture, you can see that Aster has like yellow eyes. I don't know if it's easy for you guys to see, but her eyes are yellow in this. So when we joink your shirt and pants, that's what we might have got. You will not get a full bodysuit. That is not what I'm wearing. It's just a shirt and gloves. And then I went with like the striped leggings, because I do love stripes. I did kind of want stripes to be in my outfit somewhere. Let me put my cloak back on. But I was enjoying the like split color scheme, so I did end up going with that along with the split color shorts. And then here's two different cloak ideas. So this one is one where it's got like the front part, and then the arms would kind of come out more of the sides. That was interesting, but I ended up going with it. I guess I felt like it would cover up like the whole front of the outfit, so you wouldn't be able to see it. This one's more similar to what I went with, but it's got these like buttons on the side. And the hat! The hat's a little different. It's got this like yellow, I guess that's a bit of metal there. That was originally where the papers were gonna attach to. What about a short summer t-shirt for summer fit? We'll have a summery fit at some point. So the last thing we can steal with TTS lore-wise is your shirt. I'll probably will not have a shirt stealing redeem, Ash. I don't feel like drawing the whole shirt underneath this shirt. Oh, I forgot to read this part up here. Oh my god. Oh, I just realized I forgot to put in some pictures of this inspiration at the bottom, but it's fine. So here we go. Main colors: cyan with maybe gray and black. That kind of happened. Not the gray so much, but I guess kind of the black. Punk / magic aesthetic mashup. That did kind of happen. I don't know if the punk part comes out quite as much. Within TOS. Oh, I see. I get what you mean. Yeah, I guess that does make sense then. Lore-wise, that's how much you can strip from me before it's against TOS. Let's see. Star, Moon, and Dragon themes. Well, we went with the Star, Moon. Dragon theme might happen in a different outfit. And then OG fashion inspiration, which I meant to put in pictures of it, but I forgot to. So I'll just describe it to you. I actually forgot that this was on the list of stuff, but anytime I look up this fashion, I'm like, ooh, that's cool. OG fashion. OG is like prints, I guess. I think it's technically a Lolita sub-style. It's kind of like Lolita prints looking kind of thing. So you got like, honestly, my outfit looks a little bit like it. Maybe if it had more like ruffles and stuff, it would look more like it. But yeah, just imagine like a Lolita prince. Like a magical steampunk vibe. Yeah, it's a cool vibe. Alright, next one. Here was me trying to figure out more colors. So I did attempt the black hair at one point, and I didn't like how it looked at all. I don't think it looks good. The brown hair, surprisingly, was my favorite, so we went with brown hair. Let's see, what are some other variations here? This is black shorts, white tights. I did have an idea of also having the boots be like mismatched colors for the half and half, but I felt like that was a little too much. I felt the half and half on just the shorts and the leggings was fine. I love forgetting words. So I kept the boots the same color, but that was an idea there. I think I did sort of consider half and half on the shirt, but I felt like that was too much too. And let's see what's next. Okay, here's some ideas with the cloak. So I was trying to figure out the clasp on the cloak. The one that's on the cloak now was actually more of a stand-in. I was like, I'll do this one, and then eventually I will make one of these, and then I never did. So the idea was to have it more be like these like floaty star things, and I was debating between silver and gold. But I wasn't entirely sure how to rig it, and it felt much more complicated than what I went with. But the idea was for this one to be more of a stand-in. I was like, this one is just for now, and then it became a permanent part of the design. But I like it. I like how I rigged it. But maybe in the future, I'll try and rig something like this, because it is a fun idea. See what else we got on here. Okay, this was me trying to figure out the hat. Also, an ad break's gonna start. Maybe I'll snooze this one. Maybe we'll do the ad break at the end of the PowerPoint, because we're close to the end of the PowerPoint. Okay, so I was trying to figure out the hat shape. So you can see here, it's a little wonky shaped. Let me move over here. It's a little less oval. This is like a very oval shaped. This one's maybe a little more natural shaped. I think this is the same as that, but with just a little more detail. And then when I was doing the hat, I did come up with this idea of it being like, I guess having different colored patches, I guess. So in this one, you can see the middle part is light colored and the edges are dark colored. And then this is flip-flopped, where the middle part is dark colored and the edges are light colored. I went with this one, with the light color in the middle and the dark colors on the edges. I just thought that looked best. But I did think adding the little part in the middle did really give it a good pop. Whatchamacallit send his best wishes for your anniversary, Aster. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Send my thanks to Marks. Marks? To Mark. Oh my god. That's nice to hear. Thank you. And then I guess these were some eye color explorations. It's really hard to see the different details in them. But this one I think is more what I went with, where you can see... I don't think you guys can even see this detail, but I'll explain it to you. There's a pink heart in the middle, and then on the edges are 2 yellow hearts. Or, not a heart, oh my god. I'm getting sleepy. Pink star in the middle, then on the edges are yellow stars, and then on the edges of those are green stars. You cannot see this detail. I think even if I were to zoom my model in all the way, you could not see this detail, but it's there. Actually, let me see. If I zoom in, can you even see it on in my eyes? Can you? I think you might be able to. The stars at the bottom of my eyes. You might be able to see them. I don't know. It's a very small detail, but it's there. Maybe it'll be more apparent in the new model, because the eyes are slightly differently shaped. Only a little bit, yeah. It's definitely hard to see. I should stare forward. I should stop moving my head. But yeah, those were some eye explorations. Though, like I said, I don't think you can even see them. Prolonged eye contact! Yeah, welcome to the prolonged eye contact stream. Hope you enjoyed that. Alright, I think there's just... Is there one more slide? I think, yeah, the next slide is just the finished design. Ta-da! That's what I ended up with. Yay! Oh, hold on one second, I got a cough. I don't know why I have so many burps tonight. I didn't drink any soda today. But yeah, I think that's all the concept art. I hope you guys enjoyed. Did you have any questions? The ad break's gonna start in like 2 minutes, so I think during this ad break I might go take a very quick break and run to the bathroom, and then afterwards I can show you... we can do the game tier list, but I should probably also show you my model art, my new model art. I should probably show you the new model art before we start the game. Or before we do the game tier list. The new model art is not finished, by the way. Oh no, Victorian child, don't die! We need to do a stream that is just you up in our face the entire time. That could be fun. That could be fun. The prolonged eye contact stream. I don't say anything. I just stare into the camera for 3 hours. Directly at you. It'll be really fun. It'll be the best stream I've ever had. 3 million viewers. It'll be amazing. Bring back the cursed twins. You want to look at them? Is this what you enjoy looking at, Riaz? The Aster we know and love. Thank you, Wolfie. Plus the other things you mentioned. Oh, I need to get more water too. I keep coughing. Gotta stretch. They have such soulless eyes. Their pupils are very small. They're like little circles. It does make them look kind of cursed. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, actually, they are slightly terrifying. I think especially when you compare it to my current model, it's like in the uncanny valley, kind of. Alright, before the ad break's starting like 22 seconds. Do I have any other notes on here that I didn't mention? Oh, I wanted a character that could work in both serious art and gremlin meme art. That's a note I forgot to say. So I wanted her to work for like kind of more pretty nostalgic art like the loading screen, but also work well in like kind of gremlin-y art. Meme art. So that was also one thing I was keeping in mind while drawing her. Although you can kind of do that with any design, honestly. It just depends on how you draw it. But yeah, that's the last note on here that I forgot to mention. Alright, is the ad break starting? It said it was gonna start, and then it didn't. Anyway. Is there anything else we should go back to on here? What else we got? We can just stay on the twins. That's fine. Serial killer vibes. Here's the ad break. Alright. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, and then when we get back, I can show you the new model art. Or at least how it's going so far. Alright, I will be back. Farewell.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back.
Hello. Alright. Welcome back from the break. Oh, I gotta stretch. Alright, now that we're back, I think the music is starting back over from where it was before. But that's fine. That's fine. Why are you bonking me? Hi. Alright, now we're gonna I'm gonna show you the new model art. That's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I'm nervous about showing it because I'm worried if people are gonna like it. But I'll show you. Let me get it ready, okay? Are you all ready? I set it up earlier, so this better work. Here we go. You're just very bonkable. Thanks. Anyway, here it is so far. I'm going to reshade the shirt because once again I still don't like it, but it's fine. So I still need to do the cloak and the hat, but this is what it looks like so far. Let me zoom in a bit. Here, we can start. Should we start with the... We'll start with the head, and then I'll move my way down to the boots. By the way, Astro Evolution was very interesting. Yay, I'm glad. I think concept art can be fun, but I don't know if it's exciting for everybody. Let me see. Alright, so one thing with Aster is I feel like the current model... Hold on, I feel like the mic's too close to me. I feel like my current model, the colors ended up looking a bit desaturated. I don't know, I just look kind of pale. So I decided to make the colors a lot more saturated. Hopefully it's not too saturated. The eyes are different. Yeah, I felt like... Okay, let me zoom in more. We'll zoom in more. There we go. I wanted Aster's eyes to be a bit sleepy. And there is a bit of it in my current eyes, but I feel like it's not as apparent as I wanted it to be. So I made the eye bags more prominent. I made them a little more sleepy. And also, I don't like that my current pupils are so, like, oval-shaped. I don't know. I think in still art it looks okay, but when I, like, look around, it looks weird. So I'm making them more circular. More tan, too. Yeah, I'm making the skin a little more tan, a little more saturated. Love the highlights in the hair. Almost looks iridescent. Yeah, I wanted to make them a little more interesting. So they're kind of rainbow-y. I thought it'd be fun. Oh, here we gotta get the ahoge. There you go. You can see the ahoge now. Concept art is always awesome to see. That's why folks buy the making of books. Yes, I have many making of books. They're very fun. Aster just got a tan. Exactly. See, this is what happens when I actually go outside during the summer. It's that Sicilian blood. You can see the bags more. Yeah, actually, I had them even more prominent earlier on in the design process, and then I was staring at them and I'm like, they're very purple. This is looking more like I have a black eye. So I lowered the opacity on them, but before they're like way too purple. Model art looks amazing, Aster. Thank you. Another thing I want to do is make the nose more detailed when I turn, which you can't really see here, but once I start rigging it, it's gonna have like when I turn to the side, it'll have lines that appear. Because right now I think my nose is rigged by just like smushing the nose around. But I'm gonna try and make it look a little more three-dimensional. Thank you for the head pat too. Very pretty, Aster. Yay! Thank you. Let's see what else. Yeah, I'm not entirely happy with the way I've shaded this shirt, and it still needs shading on the shoulders. But that's what it looks like so far there. Let's go down. Let's go down to the hands. I need to reshade part of the sleeve here. Oh, and I still need to add the buttons. We can see the hand shape is a little different. Or, well, the hand pose is a little different. My fingers are out now. Let me bring myself up so you can see my current hands. They're just like this. Noses are difficult to rig. They are. That's why so many VTubers have like really simple anime noses. But I was gonna try and make it a little more detailed. She does look very good. Thank you. But yeah, I wanted to be able to get the fingers in there more. So I'll also try to just give more movement to them, more rigging to them. That'll be fun. I'm gonna try and make them have like a little bit of a turn, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Rigging is fun, but also difficult. Alright, come back here, Photoshop. We still got the moon buttons, of course. Of course. I might try and make the shorts look more three-dimensional. Like if I can make the stars kind of appear or disappear a little bit more. Awesome post for rigging the hand. Thanks. Yeah, this will probably give me more possibilities for rigging the hand than the one I currently have. I'm also gonna try and... I have the nails separate, so when the fingers turn slightly, they should be able to, like, disappear a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how easy that is to rig. And then another thing I'm gonna have is... I'm just kind of hanging out here on the side. Let me move myself up more so you can see more of what I'm talking about. I want to have, like, the shadow underneath the shorts, where it moves with the shorts. You can see on my current model, it doesn't have, like, separate shadow for, like, the shorts on the legs. So that's another bit of dimension I want to add. And now here is the part I'm most proud of right now. The boots. I love how good the boots look. Let me bring my current boots up here. I'll just stomp on you, chat. That's fine. I really like how the boots look. I think the rendering is much better than the current boots. How high do those socks go? I think they're leggings. You know, I don't know if I ever decided if they were leggings or socks, but I think they're leggings. The boots look amazing. Thank you. I just think the rendering looks so much better. Here, let me zoom in a bit more. They're like so much shinier. I looked up like a leather rendering tutorial. They look so nice and shiny. Yes to Stepanos Queen. Oh, is that what you want? I mean, I can give you a little bit. It is the anniversary stream. If this is what you want, here you go. But yes, I am very happy with the boots. They look great, Aster. Thank you. I think that's the part of the model I'm the most happy with right now. Everything else is subject to change. Aster's only stepping on Hobo. No, I'm stepping on you too. Here you go. Steps for all of you. Here we go. I also kind of want to separate the boots a bit better so I can give them a little more movement. Maybe we can get a steppy animation in. Because right now this is all they can move. Just a little bit of wiggle. That's all. It really does. I love how clear the yellow stitching is. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little more saturated. I love being stepped on. That's good to know. That's good to know, Hobo. It's a great thing to know about your friend. But yeah, that's the model art. Let me zoom out again. Oop. What else I got? Let me see. One other slight difference is that the shape of the cloak is going to be a little different when it's open. Let me see if I have the do I have it somewhere? Let me find the sketch of it. Where is it? Cloak open sketch. Is that... Yes. Okay. So right now, the way the cloak goes is it kind of goes like all the way down like this when it's open. But here, I'm going to have it kind of like go over the shoulders and then kind of come back around the bottom here. And that way, it leaves more room for like arm toggles if I want to put my arm up. Because right now, the way the cloak is, I would not be able to put like my arm up without changing the way the cloak sits. So that's something I want to do. It'll give more opportunities for arm toggles. That's about it. Olive chat at me right now. So twerking and being stepped on is Hobo's forte. Apparently. We learn something new about Hobo every day. Correct, Ash. Thank you for sharing that with the chat, Hobo. I love learning. No judging here, Hobo. Exactly. No king shaming. No judgment at all. Oh. But yeah, hopefully I will be able to finish the cloak and hat, and then I can properly cut up the model. It is mostly cut up. I do try to keep it cut up as I go along, but there's some things that I might need to cut up afterwards. Like the boot, I'm gonna cut up a little bit. But yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. Maybe I'll do some rigging on stream. We'll see. We'll see. I'll be more likely to get it done if I actually do the rigging on the stream. Because then you can yell at me if I get distracted. That's right, unless it's very no judgy. Oh my god. Don't worry, I'm not dying. I'm fine. I'm vibrant and full of life. Oh. I've done so much talking this stream, making me cough. I know I talk every stream, but I think during games there's more times where I'm sitting there listening. You sure? Yes, I'm not dying. I'm not turning into my ghost. Into my ghost idea. I'm still me. Alrighty. Yeah, I think that's it for the the new model art. There it is. Wow, so cool. Alright. The last thing we were gonna do was the game tier list. Hold on, let me cover this up while I switch stuff. Turn that off. Keep that on. Come over here. Okay, good. It's still set up. I was worried it would restart itself. That's what someone turning into their ghost would say. No, someone turning into their ghost would go, "I'm going ghost." Alright, gotta move my microphone back over here. I should... Hold on, my microphone's in the way of my capture. One second. Alright, there we go. This is better. Hopefully my microphone's not in the way now. Alright. Wait, you mentioned a TTS idea that you were thinking about sharing. I didn't say I was thinking about sharing it. I just said I already have an idea. I was designing it a while back, and then I wasn't liking the design, so I might redo it. Maybe I could pull it up. Let's see, I have the black box on. Alright, let me see if I have it on here. Maybe I could pull it up for you, since you asked. Let me see. Where is it? Where did I put it? Is it here? I think this is it. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'll show you. I'll show you. You wanna see? Only if you wish to. It's fine. If I show you guys, maybe it'll make you excited and then I'll be more likely to finish it. Alright, here it is. It's Pepper! It's Pepper, the Void Cat. There she is. In all her judgmental glory. Pepper, yeah! See, I wasn't sure if I liked the style it was ending up being, but honestly, I haven't looked at this in a while, and honestly, it still looks kind of cool, so. I was debating whether it should be animated with, like, her body kind of, like, looping away a little bit. Like, bloop, 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 bloop. But, we'll see. Maybe I'll make a like, simple version of it, where it's just, like, a static PNG with her mouth opening, and then we can make it more, detailed. Kitty, yeah. Void Space, yes. She is Pepper the Void Cat. I know a while ago I mentioned I had 2 different ideas for TTS, so I'm sure now that you know what this one is, you can probably guess what the other idea was. That idea will probably happen sometime too. But yeah, there she is. Pepper has like 2 little white fur, like pieces of fur on her chest, so I represented that with the 2 little white stars. Honey, yeah. There you go. I don't have any concept art of Honey on here. I think I have some traditional concept art, but I wasn't liking it as much. But Honey's gonna be Sun Cat. Or Sun Dog. Oh my god, Sun Cat. Void Cat and Sun Dog. That's their ideas. Before I debuted, I wasn't sure if I was going to mention their actual names on stream, and I was like, if I don't, I will call them Void Cat and Sun Dog, and then I mention their names anyway. But yeah, there you go. That's an idea. Is there anything on here? Oh, here we go. There's some sketches. What is this? What? I don't know what this layer is. Anyway. I haven't opened this file in a long time. What is this? Oh. Oh, it's just more outlines. Okay, anyway. I am back. I forgot no microwave makes everything take longer. You have a microwave right now on y'all. Anyway. People were asking what my TTS idea was, so here's my cat, Pepper. Pepper the Void Cat. I wasn't originally gonna show it, but I figured I would. It's a little present for you. Can the Void Kitty loaf? I should make her loaf. That'd be so cute. He does like to loaf. But yeah, we'll try and finish up the TTS idea at some point, because that'd be fun, even if it's just like a simplistic PNG of her. I love her, she'd be so cute, thank you. Very exciting. Yeah, I think having TTS would be fun, so I should hurry up and do that. Maybe that could be one of the subscriber goals that we hit. We can retroactively make that the goal. Bring the TTS to life. Alright. Now we can go... Let me bring the black box up again. Now we can go over to the game tier list. Let me see, do I have it up? There we go. Okay, good. Alright, so for the last little bit here, we're just gonna have fun ranking all the games that I played in my first year of VTubing. I've included pretty much every game, even if we only played it once. I think the only thing on here that probably would still count was Animal Crossing, but I didn't put that because we just did an island tour, rather than like actually playing the game. Haven has gotta be S tier. Well, I was gonna say, I'll be throwing in my own opinion, but you guys can also throw in your opinions. We will be ranking these together, I think. Haven is so far the only one I'd 100% get. Ooh, I'm glad you like it so much. It's very fun. I think my favorite game that I played so far on stream has been Little Goody Two Shoes. That one is God tier for me. Okay. I originally had them arranged, like, in terms of which one was in chronological order based on which ones we played first. But then when I put them in, it arranged them alphabetically. So I guess we could just go alphabetically. Alright, first off, we have Among Us. Some of these it feels weird ranking because I've like played them off stream before. Among Us is S tier as well. It was such a great stream. Are you gonna judge it based on the stream? It is a fun game. I do like Among Us. I don't know if I put it in God tier as a game, but if you guys really enjoyed it, I guess we can put it in Love It tier. Same, was fun to start watching more streams when you played it. It is fun to play. It is a good group game. It's just hard to organize a group of people to play it. The more people you include in plans, the harder it is to make the plans. Which sucks. I wish I could just hang out with my friends all the time. Alright, do you think Love It is an okay tier, or are you guys gonna bully me into putting it in God tier? What do you think? Oh. You know, I have my snacks here, and I haven't even eaten any of them during the stream. I'm gonna eat some of my sour gummy worms. It really was fun. Love It works, true, but we love when you get to collab. I'm glad you do. It was fun. Was just watching the clip where everyone killed you on your birthday. Oh, I need to go back and make more clips from that stream. I've been meaning to, but it's just like there's so many things I gotta do. But I will do it eventually. Alright, next we have Bendy and the Ink Machine. What do you guys think about it? I do like it. I definitely would put it in God tier. I don't know if I put it in Love It. Maybe pretty good? I think it's the second horror game I played on stream. And it really reinforced the idea that I enjoy playing horror games on stream. I mean, playing horror games in general is fun, but I especially like playing them on stream. Bendy B, pretty good seems fair. Yeah, good was fair. Alright. I do want to play the second one eventually. Now that I have my PC, I can do that. But I have so many other games I've already bought. So we'll play it eventually. Alrighty. Next one. Eastward. Okay, Eastward. I don't know if I liked it as much as I wanted to. But I do think it was a good game. It's definitely my kind of game. The pixel art is awesome. They had a lot of fun character animations. The characters are fun. I really liked Sam and John. Eastward B or A. Yeah. It's just, I feel like the story didn't quite come together as well as I wanted it to, but I still really liked it. So I'm like, do I love it or is it pretty good? That was a fun RPG. Yeah, it was some very good streams. I'm glad. Ooh. Because it's like, do I actually love it enough to put it in love it? Or is it more that I really like the concept of it? Oh, the art's really cool. I'll put it in love it for now. Well, yeah, I'll put it in love it. I do. It was cool. Maybe the DLC makes up for it. We still do have the DLC to play. Now, the DLC is like an alternate universe farming sim version of the game, which is an interesting idea for DLC, but I am looking forward to it. I'll put it in love it, because I do think the like concept and art and characters helps boost it up another level. Alright, next one is Greece, which I wasn't actually planning to play on stream. But then I was like, well, I showed you Neva, now I gotta show you Greece. I think Greece is very, very pretty. I love the art style, the like ink and watercolor art style. So cool. Really cool. The gameplay is nice. It's not like, you know, the most ambitious game ever. I think I'd probably put it in pretty good. I do really like the art though. But I think in terms of like playing it as a game, it's good. It's good. Not amazing, but good. Tier B. B, C. Yeah. I'll put it in pretty good. Okay, I put Jackbox on here. Maybe I shouldn't have, but it's on here. I think we played it together like once or twice. I mean, Jackbox is good. Should we put it in pretty good or okay? I don't know. I feel like putting it okay feels mean. Yeah, it's just a fun little party game. Maybe we'll play it again together at some point. CRB, they were fun. Yeah. It'd be fun to play. We just gotta make sure we have mods around. But that could be a fun game to play in the Discord too. Alright, next we have Inside a Bag of Milk, Inside a Bag of Milk. Now, I feel like the viewers maybe weren't as fond of this game. I think I would put this into the would be better off-stream category. I do like the vibes of it and the aesthetic, but I have heard that like playing visual novels on stream visual novels aren't great for streams, which at first I was like, that seems odd because they're so full of story. But the thing about visual novels is that it's pretty much all reading, so there's not a lot of time for you to like stop and chit chat. Like in other games, there are parts where you watch a cutscene and then you get to run around and you can talk while you're still running around. But if you want to talk about things while you're playing a visual novel, you have to like stop the game and just talk about it. So I do think this would be better off stream. I would enjoy it off stream. But yeah, D/less, but that works. Yeah. Alright. The next is Neva, which is by the same people that made Greece. I think I would rank Neva higher than Greece. Because Neva also had a really, really pretty art style, and I do think that they improved on the gameplay from Greece. I think it was more engaging and fun, which was especially noticeable when I immediately replayed Greece after playing Neva. That is what I think. BRC? Yeah. I feel like it deserves to be above Grease. Neva was cute. It was cute. I also feel like the story was maybe slightly more apparent in Neva while still being symbolic, while in Grease you might, if you didn't go into it knowing that it was about grief, you might not fully understand that. But yeah, I would put it in love it / B. Alright, next we have Pikmin 4. I really like Pikmin 4. I did play it off. I bought it to play on stream, and then I ended up playing it off stream before I debuted. But it was really fun. Yeah, I think Pikmin 4 is really good. I think out of all the Pikmin games I've played so far, Pikmin 4 is the best one. I know some people complain about it being easy compared to some of the other Pikmin games, but I really like it. So, yeah, I'll put it in God tier. I think we can argue it goes in God tier. It's very fun. Alright, Pokemon Stadium, the game I played for one stream because I wanted to play the minigames. Yeah, S tier for Pikmin 4. Alright, we'll put it in the S tier. Pokemon Stadium. I think Pokemon Stadium's good. This is another one that feels weird to rank because most of the time I played it was off stream years ago when I was a child. See, if by easy do they mean the Pikmin don't fall in the water? I mean, there's that, which is like quality of life, but also Pikmin 4 has like auto aiming. So when you aim the Pikmin, it will auto lock onto an enemy that's near you, which the older games don't have. And if you're used to the older games, I can see how people would be frustrated with it and find it like too easy or like annoying if they're trying to aim at something else. But I played Pikmin 4 first, so I'm used to the auto aiming. So when I went back to the old games, I was like, oh no. Maria keeps telling the Pikmin to yeet themselves in the water. The quality of life updates are definitely nice for Pikmin 4. Okay. Pokemon Stadium. I mean, it feels... I don't know if I put it in okay, but... we also only played it like once. I do like it, but I don't think I would do another stream with it. I just did it as sort of a nostalgic stream. S, A, B, C. Yeah, we can put it okay. Was fun. Maybe I should change okay to something else. I don't know. Okay, it's fine. We'll keep it okay. It's fine. Okay, next we have What Remains of Edith Finch. This was a good game. I did like it. It was very story-based, very interesting. I feel bad putting Pokemon Stadium in okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm bad at making decisions. B or C. Yeah, I think I put Edith Finch in pretty good. Oh, I feel like you should be... No. Oh, it's fine. Okay. It's fine. I do think Edith Finch should go in pretty good. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it was a game that I super loved, but I did like it. It was good. It deserves its accolades. Okay, I have Cult of the Lamb. I was debating whether or not to put it on here because we've technically only played it once on stream, but I did play it a bunch off stream. So what do you guys think? I would put it up pretty high. Though it feels weird ranking it, like I said, since we haven't played it too much on stream together. It is really fun though. Love it here. I do like it a lot. S or A. Yeah, I feel like... I really do feel like it could go into God tier already, because I really enjoyed playing it off stream. And the one stream we had of it together was already really fun, and I think it's going to be really fun. So I'm fine putting it in God tier. Alright, next we have Fall Guys, which I did... I think I played once or twice. You know, it's a cute little party game to play with people. I think it's good for collabs, but it's not like a game I would play all the time, I guess. You know, it's just if you're playing with people, it's like, okay, we'll play Fall Guys. Ready anytime for more Cult of the Star. Yeah, my cult dude was really weird. Your little cult member makes me laugh. She's so silly. She's like, I'm gonna steal $5 from you, and then I'm gonna ask you to be my Valentine. Yeah, I think Fall Guys can go in okay. You know? It's fine every once in a while for a collab. Alright, next we have Eichenfell. That's from a while ago. I liked Eichenfell. I feel like Eastward is one of the other games that was most similar to Eichenfell that we played, so I'm trying to decide, like, do I like it? How do I feel about Eichenfell compared to Eastward? Love it. B. God. Oh, you would put Eichenfell in God tier, Errol? I don't think I'd quite put it in God tier. I just don't know if I put it in Love It or Pretty Good. I feel like it's pretty good. There's maybe more they could do with it, but it was also, you know, like an indie game and they gotta finish it eventually. I think the gameplay was fun. I feel like maybe it, story-wise, had sort of a better wrap-up than Eastward. But at the same time, I feel like I kind of liked the vibes of Eastward more than Eichenfell. I don't know. A or B, B. I just love my Chaos Lesbian. She is really good. Oh. It was also really cool. If you weren't at the final Eichenfell stream, the creator of the game popped up in stream and talked to us and let us ask some questions, which was really cool. And that was really exciting for me. They also didn't mention that they were the creator until they'd already been in chat for like an hour. And it's really funny watching it back, because sometimes I'd be like, oh, what is this thing? What's happening here? And then they would answer it, and I'd be like, oh yeah, maybe. Who knows? Because I didn't know they were the creator. Oh man. Oh, I know. Love It or Pretty Good. Alright. I saw a lot of people say we could put it in Love It. So I think we'll put it in Love It. It was good. Errol asked her should play Super Lesbian RPG. You know, I have been wanting to play that. I've actually been like casually following the creator of it since before it came out, and I was like waiting for it to come out. But I still haven't played it, and it's been out for like over a year at this point. So maybe we will eventually play that. I remember that. That was very fun. Yeah, it was cool. And they told us that they're currently making another game that's like lesbian pirates in space. So we should definitely hop on that if that actually comes to fruition. That sounds awesome. Alright, next we have Yakuza Kiwami. God tier. I love this stupid fucking game. It's so fun. I love all the stupid side quests, and I love Majima. I'm putting it in God tier. Yeah, let's go. Wait, I thought that was a joke. There's an actual Super Lesbian RPG. Yeah, it's a furry game. Super Lesbian Animal RPG. That was fast. No questions next. Exactly. But yeah, Super Lesbian Animal RPG is a game. I think the abbreviation is SLARPG. Slarpg. Alright, next we have Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, which is also going in Would Be Better Off stream. I think I made this tier specifically for these two games. Once again, I love the aesthetic and the vibes. I think it would be better if I played them myself off stream. I didn't care for the game, but Yakuza really is good. Yeah. Oh, you played it and you didn't like it? I think it's really fun. I'm having a good time. And I think it's good for stream too. I love Yakuza. It's so stupid. It really is. Alright, next we have Moonstone Island, which I think I only played once on stream, but I figured I'd put it on here. I don't know if you guys even remember it. It's kind of Stardew Valley-esque. It's like a farming game, but it also has like monster collection, and you fly around to islands. Love your Yakuza streams, Aster. Yay! I'm glad. Now this one, I did play it quite a bit off stream. I was enjoying it, and then I played it on stream once, and then I kind of stopped playing it after that. and it hasn't really drawn me back the way that like Stardew Valley does every once in a while. So I'm debating whether it should go like pretty good or okay. I might just put it in okay for now. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if you guys even remember Kiki vibes. Yeah, it definitely has some like Studio Ghibli inspiration, because you are like a mage that comes to a new town to be their magician, and you can fly around on a broomstick, and later you can make a glider. What I heard and saw didn't interest me, but watching you play has been a lot of fun. Majima is great. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, I feel that way about some games where it's like, I wouldn't play this game, but I would watch someone else play it. That's kind of how I feel about like Poppy Playtime. I mean, maybe I'd play Poppy Playtime, but I've been mainly watching people play that, and it's fun to watch people play it. But yeah, I think I'll put Moonstone Island in okay for now. Like I said, I don't know if you guys even remember me playing it. Alright, next is another game that we only played like once, and that's Overwatch 2. Which I think I'd only play for collabs. I have not really played it since. I think I'll probably also put it in okay. I wouldn't mind playing it again in the future. Like I said, I'd probably only really play it for collabs. I don't remember Moonstone. Yeah, I was gonna say. We played it exactly once. We def gotta play that again. Yeah, I'd love to play Overwatch 2 with friends again. But I think for now I'm gonna put it in okay, just because I don't think it's a game I would play too much on my own at this point. Overwatch C. Yeah. Yeah, we can put it in C. Alright, next one we have... I think I put Splatoon 3 and Side Order in here. So maybe I should just put Side Order. But Side Order is the Splatoon 3 DLC. It is one of the first things I played on stream. So if you were not here at the very, very beginning, maybe you don't remember it. But when it was announced, I was like, okay, I have to debut before Side Order comes out so I can stream it, and I'm not going to be able to put off playing it because I'm going to want to play it immediately. So Side Order, you can thank Side Order for helping push me to actually debut, because my model was actually ready for like several months before I debuted. I was just really nervous about it. I can't play Overwatch. I refuse to give Blizzard my number. Was a pretty good first stream I saw you playing. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm just debating whether it should be God tier or love it. Because I did like it a lot. I love Splatoon. I do think comparing Side Order to the DLC of Splatoon 2, which was the Octo expansion, I do think Octo expansion was a bit better. I do think there's a bit more they could do with Side Order. I feel like the story was a bit lacking. And they could have had a little more variety with the bosses. Because when you go up the tower, you run into 2 bosses and then the final boss. And each time you run into one of those 2 lower bosses, it can be... It's like randomized which one you get, but there's only 3 potential bosses. So like you're always going to run into 2 of them each time you go up the tower. And it's like I think they could have added in a few more bosses for a little more variety. I think I'll put it in love it. I do like it. Which game are we on? Side Order, the DLC for Splatoon 3, which I don't think you were here when we played it. Because that was in like the first month I started streaming. But yeah, I think I'll put it in love it. Had to answer a call. Oh, I gotcha. Peepers is up next. Oh no, it is Peepers. Here we've got Angels of Death, a very funky little horror game. I, for one, love RPG Maker horror games, and I was replaying this on stream. I enjoy this game. I don't know if I liked it as much as some of the other RPG Maker horror games I played. This was my second time playing it, so I think maybe it did make me like the game a bit more. Angels BRC. Yeah. Do I love it or is it pretty good? I feel like I might put it in pretty good. I do think the characters are very fun. And once again, I did really enjoy playing a horror game on stream. I do want to play more horror games on stream. But yeah, I think pretty good is a good spot for it. Also, now that I have my PC, we can play the other horror game that this creator has made, which is called The Forest of Drizzling Rain. It does have some different kinds of vibes. It doesn't have like all the... It's not a game full of serial killers like this game is. So all the characters aren't quite as insane as the characters in this one. But I think they did make a remake and it's on Steam. So we will probably play that eventually. Alright, next we have Banjo-Tooie, which has popped up before Banjo-Kazooie, alphabetically. Should we rank both of them together? I think I'd personally put Banjo-Tooie above Banjo-Kazooie. I think I like Banjo-Tooie a little bit more than Banjo-Kazooie. But I do think that's largely because I grew up playing Banjo-Tooie and not Banjo-Kazooie. So even though I enjoyed playing Banjo-Kazooie, once I started playing Banjo-Tooie, I was like, oh yeah, this feels more familiar. Wasn't here for the first Banjo game? Yeah, that was actually the first game I started streaming after debut. I think in the first week it was Banjo on like Monday and then Side Order on like Wednesday. But yeah, I think I put Banjo-Tooie in Love It, and then I'm gonna grab Banjo-Kazooie since we're talking about them both. I think I'd put Banjo-Kazooie below Banjo-Tooie. Understandable, I was. Yeah, the Banjo-Kazooie streams are where that's when you first popped up, Punk. I was playing Banjo-Kazooie and you were like, hello, I have many facts about Banjo-Kazooie. And I was like, hell yeah. Let's go. But I overall don't feel anything towards the Banjo games. Yeah, I think you're a bit younger than us, so I don't think you grew up playing them. So I guess if you don't have the nostalgia towards them, they might not... you might not lean towards them as much. But I have been enjoying replaying Banjo-Tooie. I'll put Banjo-Tooie and Love It and Banjo-Kazooie in Pretty Good. Banjo-Kazooie is my favorite video game. Hell yeah. It is a good game. Aster says you're just a baby. No. Yeah. I mean, if you didn't have a Nintendo 64, I doubt you'd ever have played them. Unfortunately, it's kind of a dead series at this point. Even if they were to make another one, I feel like it would have a much different vibe at this point. I don't know if I'd ever play Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. I don't think I want to play that game. Even if it is technically the third game. You and your reaction are the best part of the Banjo games. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Alright, next. Oh, stretch. Okay, I will stretch. Thank you for the stretch. We don't talk about Nuts and Bolts. Yeah. See, the thing is, I've heard it's not necessarily a bad game. It's just, it's not really a Banjo-Kazooie game in the sense that people would have wanted. Oh, also hydrate, thank you. Nuts and Bolts? Okay, there technically is a third Banjo-Kazooie game. It is called Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. But the gameplay is much different from a regular Banjo-Kazooie game. Because I think it happened after they were bought by Microsoft. And then it was made for the Xbox or whatever. And it's more of like a car game. Where you have like a cart and you can add modifications to it and stuff. And I've heard it's not a bad game. It's just, it's not really what a usual Banjo-Kazooie game is. And after people had waited so long for a third game, they're like, what is this? And then there's never been another Banjo-Kazooie game since then. It kind of died when Microsoft bought Rare. And then a lot of the people who used to work at Rare left and formed Playtonic, and then they made Yooka-Laylee, which has had kind of mixed reception. What about Grunty's Revenge and Diddy Kong Racing? Oh, I always forget about Grunty's Revenge. That's like the Game Boy Advance game, right? I've never played it. I vote we played a Torture Punk. I don't think I have a system that can play it. Excuse me, I keep burping. Yeah, is it available on PC? I mean, I guess I do have like an old Xbox 360 somewhere that my brothers don't use anymore, but Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. I think Bree owns this game, because I feel like I remember her playing it when we lived together at one point, and she was kind of showing me the game. It's on 360. Okay, well, I guess I could technically play it, but I don't think I want to. Alright, anyway. We should move on to the next game. I was gonna say Ash, here we go. It's Haven, it's your game. I did like Haven. I don't think I wouldn't put it in God tier personally. I might put it in pretty good. I did like it, but I'm not sure I like super loved it. Yeah, I figured you wanted it in S rank, Ash. It is really cute. Lesbians in space, it is cute. I do enjoy the lesbians in space. Oh no, Ash. I do like it. I think... I don't know, maybe there could just be a little bit more about it. I don't know, I'm not sure how to communicate why I'm not ranking it higher. I don't know. It would have been nice to have like even more of the lore, I guess. The Banjo-Kazooie game is on Xbox Game Pass, so you can play it on any Xbox. Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah, I think I put it in pretty good, but I do enjoy it. I don't know if they have any plans to make more games related to Haven, but I would love for them to expand more on like the lore and have other characters and stuff. I did enjoy it though. I think maybe part of it is that they were like an already established couple. And I think sometimes I like to see the build up to them becoming a couple more. But yes, we'll put it in pretty good. Unless anyone wants to argue why I should bump it up. Story is great, but the combat system needs work. Yeah, there's that. But I did like it. It was a good game. Alright, next we have Yoshi's Story, which I think I played once on stream, just for funsies. And I think it actually ended up being pretty fun for a stream game. It was fun that people got to choose, like, which world I would go to, or which path I would take in each world. Let's see. I don't know if I put it okay, but I put Pokemon Stadium in okay. Did I put it in pretty good? That was your first month, yes? With Yoshi's Story? I think Yoshi's Story was like... Was it the first month? I feel like maybe it was second month? Were you not there for Yoshi's Story? I can't remember how far back it was. Wait, let me bring up my list. My chronological list. So I can see where it is. Okay. Yeah, Yoshi's Story is pretty early on. It looks like it was before Ikenfell. Okay. Yeah, I think we could put it in okay. I do like it a lot, but I don't think we need to replay it over and over. I wasn't here for Yoshi. Okay. I see. I couldn't remember exactly when I played each one. Okay, yeah, Yoshi's Story was even before Pokemon Stadium, so yeah. Now that I have it pulled up here. You were there. Nice. For me, a game I'm trying to play again is Zoo Tycoon Complete Collection. Trying to play it on my PC is tough. It doesn't like OBS or VTube Studio. Oh, I've never played Zoo Tycoon. Sounds fun though. I think we can put Yoshi's Story in okay. Alright, next we have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. Okay, I do like this game a lot. I do like the second one more than this one, so I don't think I'd put it in God tier. Should I put it in Love It or Pretty Good? The story is definitely a bit more basic than the next version. But we don't have a way to play the next one yet. Pretty Good? Yeah, I think it'd go on Pretty Good. I have memories of renting Yoshi's Story at Hollywood Video. SRA asked to do was a great thing. Ass City was funny. Been fun for streams. It was. It is good. It's fun because there's a bit of a story, but then there's also a lot of time for you to just wander around the caves and like chit chat with people. I would definitely rank the next one higher though. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. I don't have any way to play it yet unless I like illegally pirate it. But yeah, I would rank this one lower than that one. Yeah, we can put it in Pretty Good. I think Pretty Good should be fine for now. Alright, next we have Pokemon Puzzle League, which I played even before Yoshi's Story. I think we can put Pokemon Puzzle League in okay. It was fun. It ended up being 3 streams randomly. Because I kept wanting to beat the like super hard mode. And I was not ready to let that go. So it turned into 3 streams when it was supposed to be 1 stream. But I'll still put it in okay. I'd probably put Yoshi's Story above it, but it's fine. They could be in the same rank. It's fine. Fancy DS. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to play games legitimately, but there might be some that we have to play through less than legal means. I do want to play Mother 3 on stream someday, and there's no way to legally play that in English, so we will have to commit some crimes for that. Alright, next we have Splatoon 3, which is the game we play every once in a while. I'm God tier. It's not one of my top 6 favorite games for nothing. God tier. It's called game preserving. Exactly. See, the thing is, I already own Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky. I have all 3 of them, I'm pretty sure. So it's like, if I go pirate online, it's like I already paid for it 3 times. Like, just let me play it so I can stream it. Okay, next we have Warframe, which I played once because you guys suggested it and we turned it into a follower goal. I think I'd maybe put this one in not for me. It wasn't bad, but like I said, I don't really play a lot of like... was it an MMO? I don't know. It was very overwhelming. It like threw a bunch of stuff at me at once. It was interesting. I'm not against picking it up again sometime, but I don't think it's a game I would normally play on my own. Pikmin's 1 and 2 are C and B. Okay, I'll come to them in a second. I would definitely rank them lower than Pikmin 4, but we'll get to them. Warframe is great, but here I'd say C. Yeah. I think I'll put it in not for me, especially since I haven't put anything else there. It's fine space is like international waters. It won't be a crime on a technicality low. Space is like international waters. Okay. Oh, I got you. Alright, next we have Little Goody Two Shoes, which I already said was like my favorite game, new game that we played for stream. Really liked it. Just my type of game. You know, it's like an RPG maker-esque game. It's got lesbians, it's got horror. Amazing game. I really liked it. I'm really looking forward to playing Pocket Mirror, which was the game that came before this one. I don't think it'll have quite as much lesbians in it, but it'll still be fun. And this studio is making a new game. Have they named it? It might be called Hell's Maiden, but it's I think it's based on the Divine Comedy by Dante. But I think they turned Dante into a woman, so it's gonna be like Yuri Divine Comedy. The Majima crossover was great. I remember that. But yeah, I really like that game. Obviously, I liked it enough to replay it 3 times so we could get all the endings. I think that did burn me out a little bit on the game, but I still enjoy it. I still liked it a lot. Alright, next we have No Straight Roads. Okay, No Straight Roads. I really like the art. I really like the music. I thought it was a fun setup, but I do think gameplay-wise, it was maybe a bit clunky. I was never, like, excited to do the gameplay. I was just enjoying the visuals and stuff. So I don't know if I put it in pretty good or okay. Was a fun one for streams. Yeah, Beer Suit. Yeah, I think... maybe I'll put it in pretty good. I do feel like the gameplay could have been improved on a bit, but No Straight Roads was fun visually. Yeah, did you ever finish that one? We did finish the game. There was definitely more that you can do, because you can unlock... You can go fight the bosses on, like, harder difficulties and, like, unlock more lore. But we did finish it. It was shorter than I thought. I only ended up doing 2 streams, but like I said, there was technically more extra stuff I could do. But yeah. See, I spent all that time drawing the little art for it, and then it only ended up being 2 streams long. I was like, oh. Alright, next we have Pikmin 2. Okay, we have Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2. Yeah, I enjoyed them. I didn't like them as much as Pikmin 4. I think I'm just debating whether I would put them in the same category, or if I'd put maybe Pikmin 2 above Pikmin 1. I do feel like Pikmin 2 had improved on, like, it had a lot of, like, quality of life improvements, but the Pikmin were still stupid compared to Pikmin 4. What do you guys think for Pikmin? I know, Astral, you said Pikmin 1 and 2 would be... Did you say B or C? Hold on, I need some water. Pikmin 3 is way better. Yeah, we still have Pikmin 3 left to play. I don't know when we'll play that, just because I feel like I kind of want to play some shorter games in the meantime, after playing Banjo-Tooie and Yakuza Kiwami for like 3 months straight. Yeah, B or C. C for 1 and 2. I feel mean putting them in okay. Yeah, maybe I'll just put them in okay. Because I do really like the Pikmin, but like I said, I think Pikmin 4 is a lot better. Okay, and that leaves us with Pokemon Stadium 2. Which is also one I did for exactly 1 stream. And it was mainly me wanting to play the minigames again. I mean, I guess if we're putting Pokemon Stadium 1 in okay, we can put Pokemon Stadium 2 in okay. I feel like I could move some of these out of okay, but I should leave it varied. I shouldn't make one too long. It got us Aster yelling, "Get out of the water." There are definitely a lot of fun moments of me yelling at my stupid children. Unlike Poseidon. But yeah. What do you guys think of all of the rankings? Is there anything that you think we should move at this point? Let me see. I think those are good for God tier. I could see maybe moving Yoshi's story up to pretty good, but that's just because I like Yoshi's story. Did I ever tell you, I was talking with my brothers one time, and we were reminiscing on games we played as a kid, and I mentioned Yoshi's story, and my brothers were both like, "You were the only one that liked that game, Aster. We didn't like playing it." I was like, oh, okay. The GameCube version of Pikmin 1 has a glitch where if you whistle while yellows are holding a bomb, they will drop the bomb. Oh. Ranking sounds good. Haven is clearly wrong, but... Do you want me to bump it up? I'm glad I brought Yakuza Kiwami for you. Yeah, thank you so much for buying it for me. It's been a lot of fun. I figured I'd play a Yakuza game eventually, and yeah, I figured I would enjoy it, but I didn't expect it to enjoy it as much as I have been. And I do think it's a really good game for stream as well. Because there's some games where it's like, I like this game, but it's maybe not as good for stream, and there's other times where it's like, this game is okay, but it's really fun for stream. You know? Like, whether or not I stream it can enhance or take away from how much I enjoy it, if that makes sense. For sure, thanks for doing that, Punk. Yeah. We appreciate it. Like, I think Bendy is a game that I enjoyed more because we played it on stream. I think this is good. I think this is pretty good. Oh man, I gotta stretch. Well, now that we're at the end, I don't know what else to do. I guess it's time to end this stream. You sound tired, Aster? I am a bit tired. Kiwami was just released for Switch last year. Nice. You gonna tell me I'm tired and then you're gonna bonk me? Wow. Bonk's gonna make me stay awake longer. Oh, it's been a great and fun stream, Aster. Thanks for streaming. Yay! Thank you. It's been fun. This is definitely... I think this is the first time I've had a stream in the just chatting category. I've had to yap the whole time. Oh, my throat. It'll be fine, though. I hope you've enjoyed everything. It was fun going over the concept art and looking back at it. It was fun gathering everything because I would find stuff. I'd be like, I don't remember drawing this. I don't remember writing this. Oh, I think we can download this. Okay, I might download this afterwards and maybe put it in the Discord so everyone can look at it. Oh, hydrate. Thank you. Delicious water. We have a great evening. Thank you. How would you rate the Just Chatting game? What category would we put Just Chatting in, guys? What do you think? God tier, love it, pretty good, okay, not for me, would be better off stream? I think it'd be better off stream. I think it'd be better if I just sat here talking, talking to myself for 3 hours. I think it'd be really fun. Just chatting is F's, definitely. I see. We can put it in S if y'all like the yapping. It's been fun yapping with you. Alright, I think it is about time we head off. Sometimes it's easier to yap. Sometimes it is. And then sometimes I'm like, oh man, I don't usually have this much yapping without any pauses. My throat is dying. But maybe I just have to cough a lot. Maybe that's just me. But yeah. What else was I gonna say? Stop trying to give me the ad break. Get out of here. Alright, we gotta raid someone before the ad break happens. But yeah, thank you guys so much again for coming to my anniversary stream. And thank you everyone who comes to my streams, just in general. It's been really great. I really enjoyed my first year of streaming. I'm excited for the upcoming year, especially now that we have my nice new PC and we can do lots more fun stuff. I have one more stream this week. It's gonna be on Friday. We're gonna play more Yakuza Kiwami. I do want to try and get Yakuza Kiwami finished up, hopefully by next week, so we can maybe start playing some shorter games and maybe getting like some art streams. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, super excited to see what this year entails. Yeah, I'm excited. And also, Cayenne, thank you again for all the gift subs. That was amazing. Thank you so much. We will have to discuss some goals, retroactive goals that we should have for those since we hit them. Oh, I have a raid recommendation. Oh yeah, you said Creepshow is streaming. Let me see. Yeah, we can go raid Creepshow. That'll be fun. Let me type this in. Okay, there we go. I did spell it correctly. I always have to make sure I'm spelling that name correctly. But yeah, I will hopefully see you guys later sometime. Ugh, no problem, I always enjoy lurking. Oh, thank you for the lurks. I appreciate it. Alright everybody, I will hopefully see you again sometime later. If not this week, then sometime in the future. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And let's go give a nice hello to Creepshow. Alrighty, bye!
What's the clock?